And we're rolling it in.
We're just never gonna watch that video.
Here we go. I was about to hit 16 by 9. I'm stupid. Here we go. Podcast time.
We did it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to IMBGcast number 42.
Whatever happened to that goddamn knife?
Where am I? What?
Sean took a knife and it's gone now.
He shoved it in his butthole. Welcome to podcast number 42. We don't have a title for this one. Yet.
The Prodigy 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I'm not naming it. You said the movie sucked. I don't want to name it. Yeah, he took a knife. We don't know. We actually don't. Where is it?
I mean, I know where I put it.
Up your butt.
Okay. This is not fun.
Like,
I don't like this game.
There?
So we're gonna die tonight.
It's all good. We're gonna be just fine.
I don't know what I did. I just want to get to... Oh, God.
What is that?
I gotta go to work.
What is that?
What are you doing on the TV?
I'm
nobody can see what's going on over
I'm trying
there.
to get to Twitch so I could have, like, the chat up on here.
Oh, good luck. Once you're in YouTube, you're fucked. Like, it's over, man. That's the end of it. End game. Knife is part of his work equipment. Are we talking about the European thing where the guy got his work knife taken away? Anyway, oh god, turn it down. Turn it down in volume. Oh, we're gonna hear ourselves so bad.
I can't even get to fucking work. Who gives a shit? Oh, well.
Yeah.
I give up. I'll just do it on my phone.
I got you.
Oh, man, I opened up so many porn tabs.
Oh,
Why
God.
did I do this?
What are you doing?
Looking for that mini remote.
What the fuck do you mean the mini remote? Look at this. Watch this. I can just fucking hit home button.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. You can go to Twitch now. I bit my tongue. Oh,
Did you?
God.
Oh, that sucks so bad.
Oh, we're on such a worst
Oh,
fucking
God.
part.
What did you do?
You changed the input.
You
Goddamn.
changed the input. I just handed you the remote.
I didn't touch a goddamn button, though.
You must have, because you changed the input.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
man, we're so good at this.
This podcast was meant to be heard, and I'm going to blow my nose now. Bless your nose. No, I'm going to blow my nose.
How are we getting grouped in with millennials when we can't even figure out a TV?
Did you ever turn down the volume? This is going to be real loud.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Anyway, thank you for tuning in to IMBGcast number
horns
42.
Yes, I've had them on.
John, I'm going to hit you up further. We do want to send you stickers to say thanks for all the support you've been giving us recently.
And other things.
And favors. Anyway,
So did this guy kill Larry with his knife, and we have to accept him as the new Larry?
No.
Sean,
No.
are you the new Larry?
No.
I am not the new Larry.
No, he was not the new Larry.
I am not weebing.
Seriously, look at the difference between the frame rate between ours and theirs. Like, goddamn, look at that.
We look fantastic.
I don't know, man. I don't make this. We make this together, and we suck.
This is the worst baby.
It's like an abortion that like grew legs and is somehow still running.
The Berserk baby.
I've never watched Berserk still, so still whatever Berserk reference you bring up, never gonna know. Same as JoJo. Don't know JoJo references.
I mean, the fetus just
Except
got
for
crushed
Dio.
in utero by a giant dick.
My favorite Dio one was the one where you see the boob pocket and you open the boob pocket and it's just Dio sitting there. You thought it was boob, but it was me,
Dio all along.
I will go around the city posting the stickers like Assassin's Creed on windows, cars, signs, babies' faces. I'm just gonna say either do a video when we send them or take pictures. I want to see a baby's face get smacked with a sticker of ours.
Or titties.
Do not assault people with our stickers.
Unless they're titties.
Do not assault people.
Titties aren't people.
Unless it's gonna make us go viral. Babies are not people. Okay, yeah, true. Alright, do we want to get in the first topic or are we still talking shit on babies? Alright,
I mean, it's not hard, babies.
I've got my week's worth of baby anger out for the week.
Is that like a new type of like music, like baby metal? Now there's baby anger.
Baby anger. Titties aren't people.
That's Baby Metal's side project.
But yeah. Welcome to IMBGcast number 42.
Titties aren't people.
Titties aren't people. I'll name it that. That's fine. I don't care.
TIDDYZ.
There it is. Titties aren't people and babies aren't people. So follow
Are baby titties people or are they like negative people?
There we go. And I'm putting the thing down. I'm gonna wait for you. You finished? And
No.
Alright. So Fallout 76 player, a Fallout 76 player has Is gotten a word?
Yeah.
Has gotten.
Was bestowed upon.
Gotten into?
Gotten into.
Snuggled into.
I don't know if that's right. Anyway,
Yes.
a Fallout 76 player gets into Vault 63 and if anybody isn't familiar with Fallout 76 lore, Vault 63 is a sealed vault in the world of Fallout 76 that you cannot get into whatsoever. It's a sealed vault. It's there. It says you need an access card at the terminal for Vault 63. They're thinking it's going to be a DLC thing. Kid accidentally clipped into it while doing a mission that they did because, that game's such a glitchy fucking mess the way it is. That obviously you're just going to fall into shit all the time. So he fell into Vault 63. Now, if anybody knows what happened with the developer room, anybody who glitches into unknown areas is getting banned immediately. So he had to actually write a letter to Bethesda, put in a ticket and everything like that, and had to pretty much ask them to please don't ban me because your shit broke.
Right.
This is why I just stream everything all the time, because then he's like, I didn't do it on purpose.
Evidence.
Here's the evidence.
Yeah, he literally, it's kind of also sad at the same point that you have to go to that type of
Larry, stop lying.
Fallout 76 isn't all that bad. Shut up, you fucking asshole. But yeah, it's pretty bad that we're in the state of gaming where you are at that point where you have to write a developer and be like, hey, I accidentally fell into the spot that you fucking sucked at sealing up. Don't make me not be able to play your game.
I mean, to be fair, pretty much everyone just gets them for free now anyway, so.
Oh, the Fallout 76?
Yeah.
Yeah, giving away with, used controllers.
Buy a controller, get a game. Buy a copy used, get another copy free.
That's really a thing that happened so far.
So-
It's so great.
So every copy in Australia that's not already open is literally getting sent back to the manufacturer because it has lost them more money than any game in history.
Wow.
It's almost like if you worked in retail, end-of-life product.
Sure.
It's that bad.
Yeah.
It's costing them shelf space, essentially. That's so funny. What a shitty game. Bethesda, fix your shit. Then sponsor us.
Just make it free to play. At least you have an excuse then.
We're going to talk about free-to-play later. You look at my notes? You piece of shit. This podcast is over. We're fucking ending it right here. No.
Do you have a pink iPad?
I have a
Rose gold.
I have a Bros Gold
Bros
Oh,
gold.
iPad.
Mm-hmm.
I do. That I paid money for.
Bros gold.
That is Bros Gold right there. We want to talk about my Bros Gold phone too?
Oh, yeah, you have the goddamn matching phone. You are the most basic white bitch I've ever
Hey!
known.
Yeah, he is.
Why are we talking about me? What is this? What happened here? I thought we were talking about Fallout.
Do you have fucking Starbucks in that goddamn mug there? Is that what you got in there?
Pumpkin spice latte.
What? My venti cappuccino. No.
My venti pumpkin spice cappuccino with
How
whipped
comfy
cream.
are your Uggs?
Why are you guys doing this to me right now? What did I do today? What happened?
We were making fun of Fallout 76 and the shit just went left.
I don't even want to continue. I'm going to destroy something Salsky loves. Monster Hunter movie is coming out in 2020.
You say you're gonna destroy something I love, and you're like Monster Hunter movie. I'm like, I can't wait to see this.
Can't
shit
do that right
bomb.
now. Witcher 3 content for that fucking Monster Hunter, is it great?
It is great.
I'm sure it is.
It's actually spectacular.
I got a little I don't like Monster Hunter, but I fucking love The Witcher. And
What happened?
The new title update number 5 for Monster Hunter came out, and they literally have Geralt going through a portal and being like, "Sup, I'm here now.
Shut up.
Oh shit, there's monsters everywhere. I'm gonna help you fight them." And you have to do actual Witcher stuff, where it's not just, oh hey, it's like a character model in the game. It's still the same gameplay. It's like, no, they literally took mechanics from The Witcher 3, put them in Monster Hunter. It's like, now you can do these.
That's fucking awesome.
it's sick.
That is
it's
a crossover for the century.
Exactly. It's
It's,
so
they
fucking
did
sick.
the same thing with the last one, where they're like, hey, Final Fantasy 14 crossover. We actually gave you a raid boss where it's do MMO mechanics.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick, actually. I'm pretty stoked about that.
Mhm.
Tron said, can we talk about Fallout 76 and Mike, because it's both in the same subject. They both have glitches. I don't know if he's talking about the shirt or...
I would assume.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm glitching pretty hard right now. Speaking of which, perch available!
So it's
Perch
crazy.
available?
I'm looking at your
Like
shirt
the fish?
through the stream, like on the television.
Yeah.
It looks clearer on the television than it does in real life.
Yeah, we were talking about
Yeah.
this today. What's really cool about this shirt in particular, when you get close to it,
Right.
you can't fucking tell what it is. Like that,
But on the
closer you
television,
get.
I can absolutely tell what
Yeah,
that
get it
is.
down here.
Yeah,
Look,
because
it
it's
just
right
looks like
fucking there.
Logo and logo. Like, you go up to somebody, and it's like, what the fuck is that? My eyes hurt. Oh, I'm bleeding. Oh, he stabbed me with that stolen knife.
Where is that knife?
Where's
by the
that
way?
knife? But yeah, Monster Hunter
You'll
movie.
find it later.
You will.
Monster Hunter movie, September 2020. It's coming out. Mila Jovovich and her weird nipples are going to be
Mila
in it.
Jovovich?
Is that how you say it?
Mia Jovovich.
Mila Jovovich?
And
Sure.
they are like weird Slim Jim nipples. I know, 100%.
I said
Weird
this
Slim
earlier.
Jim
So
nipples.
I have to look this up because as weird as this sounds,
There is one
I've never
specific-
seen this woman's nipples.
44 is the movie where you see them. I
No,
remember.
there is a Resident Evil. It's the third or the
What?
fourth
It
Resident
has to be the
Evil.
fourth.
No, it's like the first Resident Evil.
No, it's the third or the fourth.
Or the second.
I'm telling you, it's the
Not
third or
with
the fourth.
Nemesis.
Right. It's in the middle of it or in the beginning. No, I think it's towards the end of one of them. She comes into a room and there's a bunch of clones of her in tanks. And I think it's third or fourth. And as she's walking around, there's her fucking Slim Jim nipples
Dude,
like
this-
that fucking
this
long,
fucking long,
in this
dude.
tank. And I'm just like, what?
Like, you ever
is
take a
this?
big, long bite off a Slim Jim, and then you spit it out, and you'll have her nipples.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if Mila
Color,
Jovovich...
leatheriness, it's all accurate.
If Mia Jabababa is, like, your thing, you just bite into a snap
Mia
into a
Jar Jar
Slim Jim,
Binks.
and you could get a boner.
So, like, when she was born, the doctor just, like, had a Slim Jim. He's like... And they just kind of
Yep.
stuck there.
Well, yes, we don't even have the same last name. We're long nipples and you're shit sneeze.
No, it was turd sneeze.
Turd sneeze.
Shit sneeze is funnier.
I like shit sneeze.
Well,
yeah.
that's not what it was, so fuck yourself. Now, what are you going to do when you have an asthma attack?
I'm fucked.
Die.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
DNR, bitches. But yeah, you're gonna be able to see her, like, weird Slim Jim nipples fight monsters as actual weapons. That's from what I heard. My buddy Frank told me.
I mean, they basically are great swords.
Great sword.
I wouldn't say great swords, more like short swords, but...
Dual swords.
Yeah, dual short swords. I don't know if they're fast, though. It's weird, too. They're, like, small boob with long nipple.
Right, that's what makes it extra weird, is she doesn't really have boobs.
It almost looks like somebody been sucking on them and, like, went on too long, and it's like... It started a black hole into their mouth, and it started to pull out, and then they were like, oh, fuck, my black hole power is, like, powered up. Now I gotta spit these nips out. They're super weird looking.
Jesus Christ! What is wrong with them?
Oh, did you just pull them up? So did I.
I am literally about to just search nipples and just see.
What the fuck?
Look at that.
It's like the tip of my pinky.
It's like your little
Yeah,
toe.
it's not like...
It's your second
It's
to
not
last
my.
toe.
It's not my toe. You know it's not my toe.
It's like if a flash drive posed as a nipple.
A flash drive.
Oh my god.
What the fuck
Flash
is wrong
drives-
with them?
Nipples are like flash drives. They come in all shapes and sizes.
But yeah, I remember seeing that.
Oh my god! That is
Resident Evil
That
movie?
right there is the best picture of them.
Let me say.
Oh no!
Oh! So what's fucked up is, just for context, like, I saw this Resident Evil movie
They're so
when I was
weird.
12 or 13 or whatever. So, like, I had never seen them in real life before, and even not having seen them in real life, I'm like, that's not right. I know that that isn't correct.
So
Mila Jovovich, sponsor us.
yeah. Can one of your nipple sponsors? I think it counts as an actual person.
Oh my god.
Today's episode brought to you by
What's
Mila
weird-
Jovovich's nipples.
If you look at it, they look like penises because it's like they come out and then they have like tips.
She's got dick
You look at that again. Look
Yeah,
at that
they're
picture.
kind of like mushrooms.
Dick,
Dipples.
dick nips.
You got
She got dickles.
Dipples.
you got nip shrooms,
Nip shrooms.
I can't take this.
muships. So anyway, Monster Hunter movie coming out September 2020.
We're
Hot
really
mushroom
changing.
nip action.
We really will be changing the name to it. Might be titties.
It might be weird nips.
How is that not a channel? Just like, here's the weird nip of the week. Look at that fucking thing. I don't know what it is.
You got a guy, it's got like a
Look at
fucking
that fucking
T
thing.
going down. Like, what the fuck?
They're like Tim Curry's nipples from Scary Movie 2.
Well, I just bought mine on Friday. Shit's hot, right?
It's if you put like plungers on your chest and you just have plunger nipples, but you like cut them down halfway. I'm gonna give her some credit here. You cut down the plungers halfway, but you still got plunger nipples. That's her nipples. She's a very weirdly nippled person.
Yeah.
God fucked up.
Or did he get it right and just fucked all of us up?
IMBGcast number 42. God fucked up.
God fucked up Mila Jovovich's nipples.
It's like the people that put the hooks in their nipples and then pull them. Like, she did that
Oh,
once.
she's definitely into that shit.
She did that once, and they stuck like
How
that.
long do you think we can talk about Mila Jovovich's nipples?
I think we got a whole episode out of this. Well, we got a good hour of Mila Jovovich nipples. I'm giving up on saying her name. It's Mila Jovovich. That's how I've always said it.
Jovovich.
Don't know her actual name. Don't fucking care. I saw those weird nipples.
Just start calling her MJ.
That part of my brain that remembered her name was wrecked the second I saw her nipples. It caused some cataclysmic aneurysm back there.
nipples just pierced.
I was like, oh, what was it? How do you
This
say her
time,
name?
the nipples pierce.
How do you say her name?
Mila Jovovich.
It's Mia.
It's Mila.
Mia Jovovich.
It's Britney, bitch.
So it was Mia Jovovich, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, Mia Jovovich, or see, I can't do it.
Jovovich.
She's pretty cool. Oh, what are those? And my brain started melding. That's why I can't say noir anymore. It's just noir whenever I say it. Or Tabasco sauce is Tabasco. That's not a real
No.
one.
I was gonna say, I have not heard that one yet.
Hey man, can you pass the Tabasco?
Pardon?
Whom am I passing?
Pardon?
Anyway.
Oh my god. Side
Anyway,
note,
back
like
to
saying
Mila
Tabasco
Jovovich's
sauce
tits.
What's the sauce with the Mexican lady in the front that looks like Nicolas Cage?
Oh, Aunt Jemima.
Yes. It's Cholula or whatever it is.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
There's a
I know. It's got like the round cork at the top.
yeah, with like the it looks like a round wooden ball on the top. It looks
Yeah.
like almost.
The
I have no idea
tomatillo
what that
sauce
is.
or whatever?
Yeah, it's at
Tomatillo?
so many goddamn
Something.
different restaurants. So it's like called like Cholula sauce or something like that. My one friend always used to. He couldn't pronounce it right. He'd just kill you sauce.
Kill you sauce.
Yeah.
That's alright. Corny can't say Polynesian sauce if she says Pomeranian sauce.
Sure.
So, whatever.
I can't say
I would not
bolognese
want to eat
sauce.
Pomeranian sauce.
You just
My
said
sister
it.
can't say cinnamon.
What?
You just said it.
No, I can't say it.
But you did. Say it again?
Bolognese.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
I thought you said bolognese. No,
No, I
there's
said
a-
bolognese.
Yeah, there you go. You did it.
No, I didn't.
Most people call it bolognese.
I call it these nuts. Yo, I got this nut sauce. Oh.
Anyway, Mia Jovovich's
Clip that.
tits.
Anyway, guys. Boobies, am I right? I don't even know. Are we still talking about Monster Hunter, or are we still talking about her weird sausage
I don't even
nips?
remember how we
Was
got
there
here.
even a story about Monster here, or just it's coming?
Monster
Promo
Hunter?
photo released.
Like her nipples.
Like her nipples. They're jizzing like dick tips. Clip that if you're here.
Jesus.
If anybody's here, please clip that.
Oh my God. All right, what's the next thing?
I don't know. Why don't you fucking tell me, Mike? God damn, if you guess this, I swear to God.
I was trying to think like, oh, you did read me a list. What the fuck was it?
Next one, because this was going to be a longer one. Apex Legends.
I was actually about to say it's something
God
about
damn
it.
it. I saw you kind of open for the A, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. Like,
Like,
you
did
get
everyone just leave after the whole
I
tirade
hope
of
so.
nipples?
No, we actually gained one. So somebody likes Mia Jovovich. Can I call her Mila Vagina?
No one's in
Vagina?
chat because they're all googling Mia Jovovich. Yeah.
You're like the alien from Robot Chicken. And you're all invited, Shabba family.
I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
When the Shyamalan family ends up on the moon, and the aliens can't say their
not
name
seen
right.
this.
Robot Chicken, early
haven't seen
Robot
this.
Chicken.
I don't remember that part.
Oh,
It's
dude.
been, to be fair, it has
I
been
haven't
like
seen
3 or
that.
4 years since I've watched an episode of
Dude.
Robot Chicken.
Dude. Nah, dude.
Nah, dude.
So Apex Legends.
Nobody will get that reference.
Nobody will get that reference.
Yeah, it is.
Sean doesn't even get that reference.
Mozambique's the best gun in the game.
Mozambique is the best fucking gun. If you were coming off of Fortnite, it is the best fucking gun to use. The Mozambique, the shotgun pistol, closest rate of fire, insane amounts of damage. Even
Yeah.
at like 400 yards, you
Yeah, you
will
fucking-
smoke
it's a
somebody in
sniper
the face.
rifle, man.
It is a sniper pistol.
Yeah.
They might as well have let you put a fucking 6 times on that bitch because you could fucking snipe a bitch from halfway across the map. I was on the fucking dropship, picked up a Mozambique, hit somebody, crossed the fucking map. I saw them.
I like how Larry's like, I heard Apex Legends is doze off knowing he'll be dead in a month. Hold on, let's go to Twitch real quick.
Uh-oh.
Oh man, it's still #1 in the world? With almost 3 times the viewers of the second one, which is Fortnite?
Is this gonna be is this a Fortnite killer?
I think
it is right
I
now.
think this might be the Fortnite.
For
game.
at least right now, it 100%
and what's
is.
crazy about it is
It's beating
it's
League
good.
of Legends just chatting, and just chatting is literally just girls going, look at my tits.
Whoa. And guys.
Look
I
at my
find it
guy
interesting
tits.
That Fortnite, if this is the Fortnite killer, then it's actually like a worth the shit game too. That's not some weird like.
Yeah, Titanfall 2 is a really good game.
Honestly,
Right.
Don't say you like the anime if you haven't read the manga.
have you played Titanfall 2?
Yes.
Do you still play it?
No.
Then why are you playing this?
Shut up, Jack.
No, the one guy we work with went off on like a whole tangent that if you don't support Titanfall 2 multiplayer, you should play this game.
Know who's playing Apex right now?
Already know. But yeah, Apex Legends is actually a fun game. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Mozambique OP forever.
Who are you guys maining?
Mozambique.
No.
No matter who you play as. If you have a Mozambique, it's game over for every other squad. Salsky on stream had 27 fucking concurrent wins with just a Mozambique and fucking rounds. 27 concurrent.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here.
He fucking didn't even pick up armor.
It's on
in the
stream.
one
Look it
round.
up.
There was an armorless round that he had a Mozambique fucking capped the dude with a goddamn legendary helmet, goddamn legendary armor, goddamn legendary sniper. He out-sniped him with the Mozambique with a fucking HCOG. What?
HCOG?
No, aren't they called HCOGs in this one? What is the H1 in this? There is a fucking site with an H in it. I thought it was the HCOG that they're calling it in this one. Gonna have to look this up now.
You're just having a stroke.
I'm like, is there even a site in this game that starts with an H?
I think there is. Maybe I'm fucking...
There's still like the ACOGs. Unless it is an H and my brain just goes, that's not right.
Yeah, HCOG, Ranger attachment. There's a 3X HCOG.
Oh. I never noticed then. Because my brain always just goes, that should be an A.
ACOG, yeah. That's the only reason and it's weird because the only reason I noticed it was an HCOG is because I was like, that's weird. I never fucking heard it like that. I thought it was a different ACOG. Maybe it's an acorn. Who knows?
Yeah, AGOG. Those Gundams suck.
Oh my god, Larry, shut up. You should have been here, you asshole. Sounds unbalanced and broken. Maybe you can't sense satire, you piece of shit.
I actually hear that what's her name, Lifeline? Is that her name?
Yeah, she's broke dick.
Right, she's broke dick, and so is who's the crazy chick?
Wraith?
Yes.
Oh, because...
Wraith is super useful.
Yeah.
But you have to be good to play her well.
Right.
Yeah.
Most people pick her because they go, oh man, all the good people use her, and then they suck dick with her. Literally, they literally suck dick. You could hear it on the mic. It's really awkward.
From what I hear, the most well accepted meta is like Lifeline, Wraith, Gibraltar.
Bloodhound mixed in there a lot too. But yes.
Well, I hear, but Bloodhound's one of those people that you have to play with, right? Because you can fuck shit up.
See, I've
If
seen
you're
a lot
not
of
a good
people-
Bloodhound.
I've seen a lot of people going Bangarang as well. Bangalore.
It's Bangalore and Wraith are pretty much interchangeable.
Really?
Because Wraith is like, hey,
They're both running gunners.
I feel like
Wraith-
Gibraltar's ult is a better version of Bangalore's ult.
Yes
love
and no.
hers.
yes and no. His does more damage
And I feel it's more
and
accurate.
is more concentrated in a small area.
Yeah.
Hers goes forward, is more of a carpet, but also has a stun effect to it, which is actually like insanely powerful.
Yeah, I love Bangarangs.
Also, her passive of I got shot at, I am now moving faster, and the smoke is insane.
Yeah, because it's a getaway tactic. It's much like Wraith's getaway tactic with the the first power up, first tier power up. I don't know, first tier
invisible or
special.
whatever?
Yeah, the invincibility frame one.
It's cool. You have to know exactly what you're doing when you pop that, or else
Yes.
it'll just kill you.
Yeah, because you could still see the trail.
And it takes so long to recover to bring up your gun after you come out of like void or whatever they want to call it.
You better be close to a rock. That's it. Yeah.
The rock.
But Apex Legends, honestly, like, it's the first Battle Royale, and I've said this a couple times now, it's the first Battle Royale game that I've actually had a lot of fun with. playing since like original PUBG, like what, a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Now, I've only played like a few matches so far.
I got 8 games last night.
You guys have played a ton. How long did it take you, and have you unlocked Mirage and Caustic?
I just got to level 22, I think, and I just got enough to
Get one of them?
Get one of them.
I'm probably gonna...
How many hours did that take you, roughly? If you had to spitball it.
I've literally only played Apex
4
on
days?
stream, except for last night where I played for 3 hours, so it was, what was it, a 3-hour stream, then a 5-hour stream, and then
So like 16 hours, I
like
would say?
3 hours last night.
That's it?
Yeah.
So 11 hours?
Yeah.
11 hours to get a character? That's not bad at all.
No, so this
But
game
of course, to be fair, that was with me winning 8 games last night.
He's good.
Winning
Yeah,
a
you
ton
did
of
do
games on the
rope,
first day.
yeah.
That second day was real rough. We would get a ton of kills,
Yeah.
couldn't win a game, and you get the most for winning.
Oh, true, because you played on PC that one night.
Yeah.
So that's why.
That's one night that can...
So let's
I'm
say
talking
for
about
like an
PS4,
average
yeah.
Joe, 15 to 20 hours, you can maybe unlock a character.
Well, so...
For me, it's probably going to take
So
me like
the-
16.
The 1 4-hour stream, I forgot I played on PC. And I'm purely talking on PS4. I got to level 22. So it's literally 4 hours of that didn't matter. So take 4 hours off.
Exactly.
Okay. So 10 to 15 hours, do you get a character?
Almost guaranteed.
Dope.
Celsius is just actually good at like shooters like that,
Sure.
so he's
I,
getting
I also
a lot
play
faster
with
than me.
people who are actually also good.
True. Me, I'm more of a fuck around type, so it's like I will just fuck. Unless we're playing Borderlands, because like when you and I used to play Borderlands and do like raid bosses, like 2 on
Fuck
nothing.
around, man.
I mean, to be fair, the people I play with are also kind of fuck around, where they're literally like,
No, I'm.
all right, I picked up the shittiest pistol in the game, no armor, nothing else, let's go fucking push these guys. It's like,
Yeah, but you can still do
don't...
No, I fuck around hard. I fuck around real hard.
My one friend is notorious for, like, we'll be looting in, like, the town over here, and he'll be like, all right, you want to push these guys over here? And we're like, yeah, sure. And he's already over there
Right.
pushing them. And it's like, great, let's run over and go save your ass.
I love doing that shit. I do that all the time. I'm really bad with that. I also love hot dropping in weird spots, so that's another big thing. Drop shit.
We've learned that hot dropping is just the best.
It's awesome, but it's not at the same time. Like,
Like,
it's really
hot
good if you
dropping.
want a lot of action.
You go someplace, like, there's always, like, a blue light that's on the map somewhere. There's always a guaranteed gold in there somewhere, like a gold fully decked out weapon, and like
Like
a
an
bunch of
annihilator.
a bunch of really high tier loot. So a lot of people go there, or they'll drop straight down at the start to go to like. It usually always starts near a really high loot area because there's places that literally they're like high tier loot, mid tier loot, low tier loot.
Sure.
So people will go to those high tier loot places trying to get the good stuff first.
Right.
So you'll have 2 or 3 teams dropping. Usually most people go straight down or towards where the blue light is. That's a hot drop, a pot where there's a lot of people are. So if you survive that, you're set because you literally go, here's all the best loot for just us.
Yeah.
And a lot of killers. Like, that's
Yeah.
the thing. A lot of the players that hot drop, they're getting used to that real quick because that's all they do is hot drop. If I die, then I'm going to do better next time.
And it's
Like,
just, if you die, all right, reset, let's go do another one. Because like if you live that, your chances of winning are so much higher.
yeah, because
Have you put any real money into this yet?
I put $0 into it.
I put $579 into it out of the IMBG bank account, and I'm feeling kind of bad about it, but Salsky doesn't know yet. Fuck!
there was one guy who apparently got like somehow gifted like over $1 million worth of like the Apex coins.
What?
He logged into his account. It's on Reddit, and he goes, "I just have like over $1 million worth of these coins, guys.
$1 million real people dollars or $1 million?
A
in-game?
million real people dollars."
Somebody in Dubai really liked him.
And he's just like, "What do?"
They have to. They had to have fucked up and taken it away.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's bought legitimately,
they're-
it's bought legitimately.
So
No, he just said that he just.
it just
opened
happened.
his
He
account and
didn't
it was
buy
there.
them. They were just
can he
there.
gift them?
You can't gift them to other people,
Oh, weird.
but like Respawn can just give them to people.
Well, maybe he's an influencer.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know.
I fucking hate that word.
Why? Because you're a piece of shit?
No, it's just so dumb.
But a lot of times,
I hate that
if you're like just good guy about it, and you're like, "Hey, I'm reporting this," most times let's be like, fuck it, keep them.
Right.
Or they might even say, like, keep $1,000 worth or something
Yeah.
like that. Which is still sick.
How'd you get this, you scumbag?
Pretty
Whoa!
Hold on a second, officer. Just because I stole these fair and square and then reported them, I'm trying to do the right thing here. I can't wait to do our photo shoot for the merch now. I said officer, and I'm just upset now that we're not doing it.
Ossifer.
Did I just say that?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's where my brain goes.
So with Respawn, they have also said that more Titanfall content is teased for later in the year.
Cool.
Officially teased. It went from beginning of the week, no Titanfall 3. Midweek, Apex Legends releases. 24 hours later, maybe some Titanfall. End of the week, later this year.
Because, like, to be fair,
Has Titanfall 2 like player count gone up because of this? No.
No.
So here's
Apex Legends player count's gonna
here's the thing. Like, no one is going to go back because Titanfall 2 is legit. Like, what,
Amazing.
3-4 years old now?
2? 1 year.
It's not 1 year.
No. So the big problem was it came out the exact same time that Battlefield 1 did, which is probably within the past year.
No, Battlefield 5 came out last year. It's the year before.
Internet.
I was gonna say it's got to be like 3 years old.
I would say a year and
So
a
it's
half
not.
or 2. I want to go 3 years. 3 years? No, because that would have been. It was right when the channel started.
Yeah.
We were a year in when you did the Titanfall stream, weren't we?
And how long have I been telling people to play it?
2016. My bad.
Jesus Christ!
Titanfall 2 came out in 2016.
What day?
October.
Oh, so it's
late.
barely 3 years.
October 28th.
You went over, Bob.
Okay, so it's a 2-year-old game.
Yeah.
No one's gonna go back and play a 2-year-old game when they have Apex Legends right now.
Titanfall 3, they might.
And to be fair, it is the best game that no one ever played
Because Battlefield came out at the exact
because
same time.
it came out between Battlefield and Call of Duty. It was sent to die. They did like zero marketing for it. It was literally just.
And it was the best of all of them.
You
Yes.
also got to think, though, it was the original game was an Xbox exclusive. A lot of people didn't play on Xbox.
Exactly.
So it pretty much was
And
shitty,
most people
shitty
went,
marketing.
"Why would I want to play 2 when I never played 1?"
Exactly.
Like it was literally
Which
like
was funny because 1 didn't have a story, and that was the biggest complaint about it. So people were like, why would I play 2 if I didn't
2's
play
story
1?
was fun,
It
too. I
was
remember
real good.
watching you play it and being like, I should buy this. And then I never bought it because I never played 1.
Why would I play 2 if I didn't play 1? You didn't have to. There was no story. Don't fucking worry about it.
there was, but it was weird codec things that you
Yeah.
found. Like
Nothing solid.
nothing solid. But like that's the whole thing. It was like it was this perfect storm of like this game was sent to die, and it's like because of that we were probably never gonna get a third.
See, I'm
Because
hoping
of this.
Even though they hinted at we were probably never gonna get a third.
Now we'll
Now
get Titanfall 3 with Apex built into it, with all this other shit, and then there's gonna be other multiplayer modes, and it's gonna be a worth of shit game.
I mean, honestly, the people from Apex, like the characters, might be tied in. Yeah.
Right.
They might be.
It's a little different. Like it's
a
not.
different enough universe where
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Well, this takes
thematically.
place 200 years after Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
So
that's why it's like it's in the same universe and everything like that. There's a chance.
I'm just hoping that a 3 comes out and it's given its fair shake, like the last one wasn't.
I mean, after the popularity of Apex, like all the people were like, "Oh man, all these people who didn't play Titanfall 2 and now they're all excited about Apex because it's so good." Huh, you guys should have played Titanfall 2 because that's what this game is based off of. It's pretty much the same game, just reskin. It's like, yeah, you fuckers should be happy because now we might actually get a 3 because of this game.
People want to act elitist on that aspect because they want to. It's the hipster clause. It's I played this, you didn't, and I am the god of Apex now because you fucking never played the game that came before. It's like, and I used Dark Souls for you where it was like, hey, did you ever play Demon Souls? Nope. Do you like Dark Souls? Kinda. Well, you shouldn't because you never fucking played Demon Souls.
The best example for that is I say with you is honestly Bloodborne. Because
this was
that was a game. It's like PS4 comes out, Bloodborne exclusive. Some people are like, sure, it's exclusive for PlayStation. I'm going to pick it up. I've never played another Souls game before, but this is Bloodborne. It's different.
It looks different.
Played it. People love it. And go, this is my favorite game. And people are like, huh, you never played Dark Souls.
Cool.
It's like
you shouldn't need a fucking resume to play a video game. You shouldn't have to be like, here's my prerequisites. Can I have this since I have these years of experience? Like, I don't like. That's like saying like, oh, fucking. Did you play Halo? No. Did you play Destiny? Yes. Well, we shouldn't have. Who the fuck does that? It's stupid.
Right. Yeah.
You elitist scumbag.
Just be happy we're finally getting Titanfall 3.
I fall in that camp where I much prefer Bloodborne to Dark Souls, and I've played both.
Well, you're an idiot.
No.
No, yeah.
Yeah, but have you played Demon Souls?
Yes, actually, I have.
What was the other one?
I have
like
Demon
back
Soul-
on the PS2.
There wasn't.
FromSoft. What was it, like one of their original
There were
games?
other ones, but they're not Souls related.
No,
Demon
but you
Souls
need them
was-
because they're
right.
from FromSoft.
Right.
They're from FromSoft.
It's FromSoft.
I've played Demon Souls, played Dark Souls. I prefer Bloodborne to all of them.
I also
and,
do.
And it's because that setting and those creatures, like all that kind of shit. Like
Don't
Dark
look
Souls
at me. Don't look at me for validation.
I'm not looking for anything.
That game sucks.
I'm addressing to the group.
That game sucks. Demon Souls was the best one in the series.
The weird thing about the whole like Soulsborne genre
Soulsborne, I love that.
is like there's almost a set hierarchy of games in it, and it's literally like you either like Bloodborne or Dark Souls, and then whichever one of those you don't like more than the other is number 2. Then it goes Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, or Dark Souls 3, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2.
Really? Demon Souls is above Dark Souls 2?
Yeah.
It depends on the person. Like, you flip those last 2, you flip those first 2, but everything else is locked.
Interesting. Yeah, they make a crazy fucking game no matter what. Like all those.
It's
games
the
look
same
insane.
game. Like every time.
No.
Yeah, kinda.
No, they're different. They have different lore and different stories and different bosses and different levels. What the fuck is wrong with you? He didn't play any games. He just lied on his resume. Go play Demon Souls, you piece of shit.
I played Demon Souls before there was Dark Souls.
I played Demon Souls before they had DLC.
There's no DLC for Demon Souls.
Oh, you just didn't know about it. You didn't play enough. They give you DLC after 150 hours.
I got the super special Japanese special edition.
Shut up, Mark.
My dad works for FromSoft.
My dad works for FromSoft. I fucking knew kids like that in like 2nd grade. It's like my dad
The
works
Pokemon.
For, my dad works for Nintendo and I have 3 N64s. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Who gives a shit? Why do you need 3?
My dad works for Nintendo and I got a Mew. Fucking bring him up on your Game Boy, bitch.
Yo.
He's in my PC. So go get him from your fucking PC, bitch.
I had a guy at my work, no lie, he's like 35
brony.
years old. No, not a brony.
Alright.
35, 36 years old, be like, I went to Japan and I got a Victini in Pokemon 3 years before it came out. And I'm like, no, you didn't, first off. And secondly, like, you're fucking 36 years
Who
old.
are you trying to
Like,
impress?
who? Right. No one thinks your dick is big because you had a Victini 4 years before it came out, which you didn't.
We can't say anything. Like, we're all peons in Tron's eyes because he has played everything before anything existed. So,
Right.
Well, fuck.
Can I please play games still?
So, how's Bloodborne 2, Tron? Just let me know.
Also, TP says hello and good evening. Hello and good evening to you as well. How are you doing tonight?
Hey.
I'm pretty sure Bloodborne 2 is like the one game where it's like, I got Bloodborne 2, I guess I can just die happy now, because I already got Monster Hunter.
Oh yeah, they canceled it.
Well, no, you want that fucking...
My dad works for FromSoft. They canceled Bloodborne 2. If you try pre-order it, I'm gonna come and smash every copy you have with my dad.
That Super American game that was going to come out on Devolver, but then got canceled.
Metal Wolf Chaos?
Yeah.
It got canceled?
I don't know.
Didn't it get canceled?
The
I
remake?
thought you said it got canceled or pushed
No.
off or something like that.
No?
I swore we were in this room like a month ago, and you're like, guess what got canceled?
What? Hold on.
No.
I'm gonna use my line that I used maybe 2 minutes ago. Who are you trying to impress?
No one.
Why are you lying? Tron doesn't
Fucking-
care.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
my god, Tron just made me the happiest man in the world. We're at the Bloodborne 5.
God damn it, dude.
At the rate these are coming out, I'll be dead before I see that.
That's how I feel about Half-Life 3. Or Metal
Tron's like,
Apocalypse
I went to
Season
your
5.
funeral, it was bullshit.
It's bullshit. There's no fucking
Did you at
Bloodborne
least
shit.
No
Did you at
bitches.
least press F to pay respects?
Nope.
I went to your funeral. There's no bitches.
No, went to your funeral, no bitches.
Zero bitch.
Won't do again.
Jesus Christ.
I
Total sausage fest in this funeral home right now.
I would love someone to like go to my funeral and just have like a giant just like walk up with a keyboard, put on top of the casket and just go and just walk away.
I got a better one. You know those mailbox stickers?
Yeah.
Just get a big F. Just have everybody have an F and just slap it on your fucking like casket.
Oh, that's such a good
Just-
And then
yeah.
as you get buried, it's just F's all over your casket.
Just take the F and just like throw it into the hole as I'm going down.
Fuck that. I want it slapped on my casket.
And your
pressing
your
F on.
grandkids are like, what are they doing? They're like, well, there was this meme 50 years ago.
Sit
Like
down, you little bitch.
like future archaeologists are gonna like, are gonna like find references to this meme, and they're gonna find my casket with all the F's all over, and like, this man was a king. He had so much respect.
On a serious note, if anybody wants to do the mailbox thing on my thing, I'm giving permission on video for this. Good. What are you doing?
Gotta go to the bathroom.
Oh, you're going to work?
Bathroom? Different?
Why are you lying again?
I don't know.
Have fun pissing in the hallway.
Anyway. And that's clipped. Okay, so something got clipped. I don't know what got clipped, but something got clipped. Whatever, it'll end up on next year's clip show. Or maybe tomorrow's clip preview. Or tomorrow's highlight video. God, I think he shit himself. Oh my god. Gain, sponsor us.
The bitch's little spray everywhere. It was like,
Oh my god.
it's like it tried.
What happened? Oh my god. I think he's shitting. What the fuck? Oh my god. It smells like asshole and game now. Oh my god. Damn, he just left so fucking fast. Yeah, he's shitting here and then he left like an asshole.
We have to wait for him to come back to talk about anything Blizzard related.
Okay. Xbox Live is heading to iOS, Android, and Switch.
Cool.
Yep. That's about the extent of it. Nobody knows what it means yet. I think it's just gonna mean you could, like, you know, cross-platform with people. Like, oh, you're playing Fortnite? Me too. I can see you live on Xbox Live, but I'm on Switch.
Yep, seems about right.
The one Nintendo rep was talking about cloud gaming with Xbox and possibly Nintendo gaining Xbox's like library with that. I think that's super, super far-fetched.
The whole cloud gaming thing works. Both Nintendo and Microsoft have done it in the past.
They proved it, yeah.
But it's like,
even Nvidia's proved it.
But it lets you run games on worse hardware, so it is possible.
It's possible, but I don't know if Xbox is going to share their exclusives.
No, I don't see them doing that.
Do you see what I mean? Like, it might be like,
but there are definitely some games that Nintendo just doesn't have.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, after they have fucking everything on the Switch now.
Well, yeah, they have everything from last generation. Except for Mario Maker. You fucking scumbags, give me it. I want that and Star Fox, you fuck.
You don't want Star Fox.
I want Star Fox.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I really want Star Fox. And I really want Metroid Prime, but guess what? That got fucking shit canned and redone. You hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Complete redo with whatever their fucking studio name is.
So, that's a good thing.
I think it's a great thing. I'm so upset, but I'm so happy.
That is the best news that you could have got, because they literally took it away from shit company doing shit things.
And realized.
And gave it to Retro.
Which made the original ones that I love so much.
Like, this is 100% a good thing. This is the Nintendo that's like, hey, fucking, look, Breath of the Wild, the game that everyone talked about for, like, forever. Hey, look, Mario Odyssey, the game that made people get a wreck just thinking about it.
Mario Odyssey, honestly, when we're talking about, like, this console generation, Mario Odyssey was one of the best games that I've played this console generation, and I hate to say that because I'm not a huge Mario game fan. I love Sunshine, and I love games like Sunshine. This fucking game was like a new Sunshine for me. Like, honestly, like, I don't know how much I'm going to play Sunshine after Odyssey was a thing.
So think about it. The fact that they're completely scrapping and giving it to someone else literally was Nintendo going, this isn't good enough to be this giant, like, to go with the gods that we have put up so far.
They know it needs to be a gem.
Like, so they're like, hey, this game needs to be fucking A+.
Like, next level. The one game I do wish that they would release is
Gex.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Why I gotta do that? Why I gotta hurt my heart? Anyway,
let's put out a remaster of it.
I really want a new F-Zero. Like, really,
you have
really
said.
bad.
I remember you saying that a couple times.
The only reason I'm saying that, and I don't talk about my love for F-Zero a lot because it stopped at the GameCube and there wasn't many games before it, but I think we're at that point where they can deliver something fucking crazy with the F-Zero franchise. Even if it's just more of like the same, but graphically, frame weight wise, frame weight wise, frame woo woo size.
How was your poop?
It was great. I was watching the stream while.
Yeah, did you see me spraying your chair, you pants-shitting fucker?
Wait, what?
I fucking sprayed Gain all over your shit pile that you left in this chair, you fucking
Why did I rip ass?
Did I? Oh, what? I shit myself as I left the room? I didn't. No.
I actually didn't smell it. It was just you.
Yeah, well, I had Gain, and I saved
Maybe you just, like, shit in your nose.
Well, I fucking gained it.
You know, you're supposed to unwrap the cocaine after you pull it out of your
That'd probably kill you.
Yeah, I didn't actually do it. Disclaimer for the kids.
What a fucking pussy.
I did.
Don't do it at home, kids.
So yeah, that's Xbox for the iOS, Android, and Switch. I don't know what it's going to do on Android and shit like that. That'll be interesting.
I believe that this is the direction in which all video gaming is going to go eventually. Like, 10, 20 years from now, there won't be home consoles anymore. It's just going to be your Xbox subscription, or like your Microsoft subscription, your Sony subscription, and you're going to be able to play it on any fucking device.
I don't know. They kind of really want to make hardware money.
Yeah.
I don't think, in the long run, I think that you have a better chance of selling more units of games, right? Like, take your money away from your console, take the console revenue you would bring in, put that into making more first-party games, putting those out, make more money that way, because you can get it on whatever device you already have. You're not limited to having to buy a console and then a game. It's like, I've already got this fucking tablet that I use as a tablet or whatever.
But the thing is, will that be able to run everything? Yeah, streaming games, you could run better games on worse hardware. But is your tablet going to be able to run everything?
Oh, I'm talking like 10 years from now.
Even then, you can't guarantee it, because stuff's going to get better.
Stuff is going to get better. It's not where it's at currently.
Sure.
It's where it's at in 10 years. And games in 10 years are going to be a totally different beast.
Look how far we've come in 10 years with video games now.
Like, we're definitely moving in the direction that's viable.
Even with, like, PCs, like, sure, everyone can have a PC. Will that PC be able to run everything? You don't know. That's where the console comes in. It's like you literally have the console box. That's literally just like, this will run all the things that you have. Buy this hardware.
See,
here's the new version of it that's smaller and looks different.
See,
Don't you want it now?
You bring up a good point there. I believe that the direction we're moving in is that we are going to have a device, like, let's just say it's this thing, right? And so it's everything.
Why would Microsoft, why would they not want to compete against this device? Why would Sony not want to compete against this device? And especially compete against each other?
Well, they might. And so, yeah, you might have your...
You'll still have consoles.
You'll have your Sony...
It's basically going to be like Hulu and Netflix.
Well, that'll be, even if it's a different device by different manufacturers.
That's what they're going to have.
Your console.
You're not going to have an Xbox.
But that's your console.
Right, so you'll have the Sony phone, the Microsoft phone, the Samsung phone, the Apple phone.
Yeah, that's your console then. They're still selling units. It doesn't matter what a console looks like. It's
right.
Gonna be
No, I'm talking about a specific thing that is just a console. I think that is going to be a thing that's done away with.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think they're always going to have something that's like, you still need a device to play this on. Here is a pre-built thing that will run all the things that will come out. Just here you go. You don't have to worry about doing it. In terms of
like how...
Like, that's the biggest thing that I see, like, the major benefit of console over PC is literally the fact that, like,
works.
I put a game in, it will work.
Except for Anthem.
Except for Skyrim on the PS3.
Except for Skyrim.
But you don't
Except for Fallout 76 on anything.
You don't think it makes sense that instead of pumping money into making the Xbox 12 or whatever...
No, you always do. Think of it this way. Comcast makes you have a special device to access their network.
Sure.
That is more beneficial to them than just having an open network for them.
No, I get that. So instead of...
So they will sell, even if a console looks like this, they will sell that access port.
Sure, no, I get that.
That's a console.
But I'm talking about just a console. I'm talking about this thing that sits at home and plugs into your TV and that's all it's good for. I'm talking about it be your cell phone and your computer. Like, you won't necessarily have laptops and shit anymore. Like, I'm talking about the universal one device.
Here's the problem
but made by Microsoft and Sony and Samsung and Apple.
Here's the problem with that. You would literally, I want to get this Xbox exclusive. I want to get this PS4 exclusive. I want to get this Nintendo exclusive. Mm-hmm. You're not going to have 3 phones.
No, but you'll be... You'll have your Microsoft phone, like I have my Samsung phone.
And then what if I want to play a Sony game? You gotta have your Sony phone.
But, so what's the difference between that and just having multiple home consoles?
Nothing, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So people will have multiple phones.
Why would they want that?
Because they want to play Sony and
so
Microsoft
you still
games.
have consoles.
So you're gonna have consoles,
but it's not
they won't
just
do
a
it to
console. It's
because
a
if you
thing
market it
that
as
does
a
fucking
phone,
everything.
no one's gonna want to buy multiple phones to be able to play multiple games. People will spend much less money to buy multiple consoles.
That's a whole other thing. I would argue that I don't think these should be called phones anymore.
So here's the thing.
Personally,
they are.
Like, but that's like such a less than 1%.
They're not called phones anymore. They're called smartphones.
No, but the phone part of it is such a less than 1% of what we use these for, then why call it that?
So-
I think we need a new word for what this thing is.
Here's what I see happening
I
more
hate
than
you.
anything
Why?
else.
I don't know. I
Because
just
I'm
hate
making so much fucking sense.
No,
Oh.
you're not Elon.
So here's the thing I see happening
He
more
and
than
I are on
anything.
the same wavelength.
Instead of like, here is your Microsoft console, it'll be here is your Toshiba box, for lack of something else. And then you go, this has access to Hulu, Netflix, Microsoft, Sony, and it's literally a subscription that you buy
Yeah.
to get everything. But you can buy the MSI box.
So Steam boxes,
Essentially.
Yeah.
I think that's where it's going to go, and you buy subscriptions to things.
Like a subscription to Microsoft and Sony?
We haven't been really reading
Is that what
chat.
you're talking about? Like you would have a Microsoft subscription?
You'd have
Or
PlayStation
is
Live.
It's
or
like just
Xbox
how you
Live.
That's
have, like-
exactly what I'm talking
just
about.
like
But
you
the
ha-
problem is, people are still going to want to sell consoles, and they're still going to want exclusives to that console.
See, I think it's just going to get to a point where if you have that box and you can get your
So,
Microsoft subscription
it'll be
or your
an-
Sony
it will
subscription,
be an
why
ex-
would someone
it
want to
would be
buy
an
a
ex-
PlayStation or an Xbox when I can
So-
buy the Toshiba
so-
box and have 80 things on it?
So,
buy this to
you-
get exclusives.
so here's the thing. I'm going to buy the Microsoft box. I could still get my Sony subscription on it, but the Microsoft box might be, oh, this one has this special hard drive in it. I want that one. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to become like a actual hardware thing, more so than an exclusive thing.
See, I still think exclusives are going to drive them. Exclusives, you're seeing exclusives.
That's
get
how they drive the
more
subscriptions.
See, I think the exclusives game has degraded so much over the years. Like that used to be a legit concern when
Hold
you
on.
were getting.
It's
Look-
getting
look-
more aggressive
look
with
at-
storefronts.
Look at Netflix versus Hulu.
Sure.
I have a Hulu subscription
Yeah.
because of all their exclusive stuff they have.
Sure.
I don't have a Netflix subscription because what the fuck am I going to watch on Netflix?
Dude, Black Mirror.
See, what's funny about that is, so I have both. I don't pay for both of them, but I have.
Oh, so
access
you're
to both.
stealing.
So you just admitted to that.
Netflix, sponsor me, report him.
You'd be. It's funny to see that they swap content all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well,
so,
it's not that they
contracts.
swap it; it's so much that one loses the rights and the
sure,
other
the
will
other
snatch
picks
it
it
up.
up. So then at the end of the day, it's like you're talking about that exclusivity. That's a fluid concept. Like
Hold
Halo
on,
is
hold on.
always only going to be a
But-
Microsoft.
Hold on,
And that's
hold
what
on
I'm talking
one
about,
second.
like
Hold
the
on one
actual
second.
originals.
Tron, I think that's just you. We have not had stutter on either of our monitors or our main frame. We have
I
not.
saw it happen like once on here.
Yeah, I do not have dropped frames right now, so I'm not sure what that's going on. Larry brought up a very big thing with the PS Vita trying that type of like mobile device, but with exclusives type of deal. We are at a different point from the Vita, though. That's the thing. We're at a point where it's not a Vita anymore. It's really like we're at a point where you could have different apps, not just like a Sony made one. But I still think that if you, no matter what you call it, you might not call it a console, but it is at that point. They will still forever make hardware.
So would you say
For
this
their
is
platform.
a console because I can play Fortnite on it?
I would say that's an iPhone or an Android or whatever you
They
fucking
might
have.
stop calling them consoles and start calling them just platforms.
Just hardware.
I would
platforms.
call that a platform.
See, that's my core thing. Is like I was saying, I don't think we should call them phones anymore. But I think that in time we're going to have these things that we walk around with that we don't need. Like basically this kind of thing where it's just like the majority of people aren't going to have fucking computers or gaming consoles or television boxes or any of that shit.
Yeah, they're called teenagers.
No, but my point is that all of it is going to be to the point where it's maximized on something this small, and there's no reason to differentiate. It would be dumb to have
They
a
will
home
make
console.
reason to differentiate.
What?
Even if there's multiple versions, they will make a specific reason to differentiate between them so that they can sell hardware. Because hardware is a lucrative market that keeps people on your platform.
What?
What?
Is it though?
Yes.
Yes.
So you're Microsoft, right? And you put out a console, and let's say you charge $400 for that console.
So is he worried about naming shit? I don't
Let me
understand.
put it
this
this way.
one.
Let me put it this way. If Microsoft comes and brings all of their exclusives to the Switch over that like network play and everything like that, I will not buy a fucking Switch to play a Microsoft game. I would rather just buy a Microsoft product to play that Microsoft game.
Sure, I get that. The point I'm making is if a console costs, if you're going to make off of me $400 for the next Microsoft console, right?
Wait, what does this have to do with the name of the phone?
That's a side.
Don't worry about it.
That's a side discussion. Like it seemed like.
How do we get
were
here from? What are we gonna call phones?
No, that was a side thing. That was a side. discussion
Settle down there, Elon.
That doesn't have a lot to do with what we're talking about.
What if Twitter was called Facebook?
No, the point I'm making is instead of trying to make $400 off of me for buying the next Xbox or the next PlayStation, wouldn't it make more sense to just try to sell me on buying more software on a more readily available platform? And I like the use of the word platform because I can get all of my Xbox content, all my Microsoft content on multiple devices that is not necessarily tied to that. I'm going to be more likely to buy more Xbox games on an open forum platform.
Ready?
And you're going to make more than $400 off of me because I'm not isolated to
You're
this
already
one
gonna
thing.
make 4.
Ready?
You're already gonna make more for by
Ready?
buying it.
Ready? You have a $400 console.
Yeah.
Right.
There's this game that's only on that console that you really want to play.
Or platform.
Platform. You're going to buy that $400 platform to buy that game. If I could play this game on any of them, I'm going to go buy that one because it's cheaper. I just lost out on that $400.
You physically, with exclusivity, they want to keep it exclusive because it guarantees you buy not only the platform, but games and more games for that platform.
Exclusivity is 100% worse for us, better for them.
I understand that.
That's
But I
why.
feel
That's
like
why they're going to
technology
try to
is
hold
moving
on
in
to
the
it.
Take your
direction to
socialist
where-
hippie bullshit somewhere else, then you fucking asshole.
I feel like technology is moving in a direction where everything is going to become so much more integrated into a single platform, except for a fucking video game console.
what it's doing.
Like television's already gone there. We've like TV is already antiquated.
It
because we have
hasn't,
Netflix and Hulu and all that kind
nope,
of shit.
Fire Stick and Roku. You literally cannot get apps on one, but you can get the apps on the other one. Literally YouTube. Look at what I have to do to get to YouTube on something like this. Deals with exclusivity like that are what keep platforms locked completely.
Until people aren't greedy, we'll never see that happen.
And I fucking love money. God bless American capitalism. Can we just sing? Oh, say, can you see by my fat fucking stack of cash all the exclusive titles I have? America's so much better than China.
I mean, they do kind of own us right now.
We're in so much fucking debt.
Speaking of so much fucking debt, you know who needs to make more money right now?
Donald Trump.
Is it Billy or Travis on this one?
Blizzard.
Oh, okay, my bad. Hold on.
Yeah, their stocks
Hey
went
man,
down
Junior. Oh, are we educating Sean on things now? I can already tell he's being stupid.
That's Jeff.
That's Jeff. Yeah, what up, Jeff? I'm glad I sent you a thing. I always miss you on my little send outs, so I'm glad you came by. Hello. Stop feeling that your feelings are wrong. Your feelings aren't wrong. You take your goddamn Antifa views somewhere else. You.
How did I?
fucking
I
asshole.
tried to goddamn segue this.
You fucking asshole.
Which one of the many Blizzard needs more money do you want to talk
Nah,
about
fuck
right
that.
now?
We're talking about Catherine first.
Fucking segued and everything.
What's really
goddamn.
funny is literally the next topic was Activision Blizzard too.
I am so good at this.
It's like we skipped Catherine and the next one was Activision Blizzard and I was going to save Catherine, but it's like, no, fuck you now. Yeah, Activision Blizzard is planning on laying off hundreds of employees. Looks like Blizzard's going to get fucked in the A.
I don't remember what was the reason. Why did this start to happen?
Essentially, they're missing quotas hard. They started shutting down Heroes of the Storm development. They kind of downsized a little bit on Overwatch.
Quick, Sean, you need to buy more loot boxes.
Yeah, you need to save Overwatch by yourself.
See, no, I heard that they just opened up a bunch of positions to fill for the Overwatch team.
No. Everyone's getting laid off. Everyone's going to die.
It's at the point now we're at the goddamn Overwatch World Championships. This Korean team just won. They're super excited. It's on camera. The confetti's coming down. They go to get their trophy. They lift their trophy up, and the handles fucking break off.
Literally.
They can't even afford trophies that do the one thing you're supposed to do with them, and that's be a goddamn trophy.
Wow.
Yeah, no, Overwatch is getting a little bit of a cutback. Diablo and WoW are still kind of in that like golden territory because it's like subscription based again. Like,
do you think it's because their stocks plummeted at their fucking thing earlier in the year, and
I think that's part of it. I definitely think that's a part of what's been happening, but also like shitty customer service and just declining sales and not really innovation since like Overwatch. Like, they've just been declining year over year in what they've offered. Plus Activision's acquisition of them. Activision wants more sales, less work and workflow for it. They're not like they used to be, where it was like Activision means like fucking crazy games. It's more Activision means they want your wallet at this point.
Yeah.
So essentially, what they're saying is a lot of what Blizzard the layoffs are going to be are like marketing, communications, community management, things like that. Like, very important roles to the community, and Activision is most likely going to take those over. So you're going to start seeing Blizzard get taken more and more and more and more until they're a small team, and it's Activision again. And Activision kills another developer. I could be wrong on this, but I've been kind of watching the Blizzard thing, because I've always thought Blizzard was an interesting company. I didn't care for their games, because I never really liked them, but they're always an interesting company, because they always had people. Like, they always had people. And now their community's kind of turning on them slowly but surely, and the developers turning in on them. I think you're going to see the death of a giant within 5 years. And it might not be a full-blown gone.
I was going to say, as long as World of Warcraft makes the money, that's at least one thing that'll never go away.
I don't think it's going to be a full-blown gone situation, but I think it's going to be the death of Blizzard.
It's going to happen eventually, because looking at World of Warcraft numbers, they are exponentially decreasing every year.
So what a lot of people think are going to save it are World of Warcraft Classic, where they just re-release it. I think that's going to be fun for a month.
I was going to say, people say they want that, then they're going to grind super hard, do a whole bunch of the shit that they loved, and be like, I did all the stuff that I was nostalgic about.
Larry, the answer is BioWare.
To be fair, most gaming technology companies took a hit on stocks, but Blizzard Activision definitely took more of a hit for their drama and terrible PR. Yes.
Bunny bitches.
Bunny bitches. I found a bunny sticker for my Volkswagen Rabbit the other day. I'm pretty happy about that.
You showed me.
Oh, did I show you? The K-On Bun Bun or whatever they called it?
She was doing the
Miku Miku or whatever the fuck you call that shit. But yeah. So, yeah. Activision and Blizzard, I think it's Tuesday, so we're going to see what's going to happen. I'm kind of interested. Like, it's a weird industry shift right now. Like,
wait, what's on Tuesday?
The layoffs.
Oh.
It's kind of keyed in that like layoffs start on Tuesday. Nobody's saying a word.
And then on top of that, they're also hiring other people.
Yeah, which is very strange, and it's more of an Activision overseeing the hiring, from what I understand. So
So like, as Hitman said, the CEO of Blizzard just took it might have been Blizzard or Activision, I forget which one, took a $15 million bonus, and then they just hired the head creative lead of Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes, I didn't get to that. There we go.
Took him from CD Projekt Red. So who knows what that's going to do to CD Projekt Red in Cyberpunk 2077?
I think it'll be fine.
And who knows what that's going to mean for Blizzard?
Yeah, because like they're
laying off people and they're taking him on. He did Witcher 2, he did Witcher 3. Like he did a lot of good stuff.
What I think is
that
weird
can't be cheap
about taking him on is his financial decision. Like, they must be paying him good fucking money, because Witcher 2, Witcher 3, Cyberpunk, they're AAA games now.
Oh yeah.
And CD Projekt Red after Cyberpunk,
Witcher 2, I don't know if I'd say AAA.
True.
It's definitely up
Witcher
there.
3 and Cyberpunk are AAA now, we'll say. Like, whatever they release after this, like, it's almost guaranteed to be a AAA game, depending on how Cyberpunk goes. If Cyberpunk,
or even if it's not AAA, people will buy and play it just for the fact of other games.
They're pretty rabid for CD Projekt Red. Like, there's a very rabid fan base for them right now.
The Witcher is that good.
And well, what's strange about his career choice now is like he pretty much was guaranteed a job at CD Projekt Red. Like, they were going to.
Well, no. So his work on Cyberpunk is done. Like, he completed his obligations to Cyberpunk. He could always go back.
Are you sure? Because usually Blizzard contracts their people pretty heavily.
Yeah.
So yeah, he
Like, to
might
the point of, like,
that's my
don't
point.
fucking
He
work
might
on
have a
anything.
contract for X amount of time, but people tend to jump back and forth to shit. Like,
I don't know. Blizzard's one of the companies. They just might be like, "Yo, no compete clause. Don't help out on other people."
but do they
Even
have
for-
the
even for,
do
like,
they
10
have
years
the
after.
money to be able to make those commitments if they're doing so shittily? Though
That's what I'm saying.
it might be a short term contract.
Well, what
type
I'm
thing.
saying is, what's that money like that he left somewhere that's pretty much guaranteed? Like, it's one of those high risk, high pay, mid risk, mid pay, but like consistent.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. It's like I'm wondering what Blizzard gave him to get over there.
I also wonder what project they're gonna put him on because, like, look at the other games he's worked on: RPG, RPG, RPG.
So you think they're gonna
It honestly
try and
would-
enter that space?
They're either going to go like, "Hey, make World of Warcraft not suck, so we stop hemorrhaging users," or they're gonna be like, "We're gonna try to like reignite that Overwatch spark and like
Overlands.
reinvent
The
like."
Overwatch Borderlands.
Not even like it might have literal zero things to do with Overwatch. Just try to hit that gold mine again of like we are reinventing a genre. Like shooters were kind of stale for a while. Then Overwatch became a thing, and all of a sudden that's a new like genre of shooter that just came out of nowhere.
Did you play TF2?
I did.
Did you play Overwatch?
Yes.
All right, good. Did you play TF2?
Yes.
No?
Briefly.
But you played Overwatch?
Yes.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit. You didn't have the prerequisites.
But like it
My
was
resume.
a thing that
Nothing
literally
good.
like it was there was a boom they hit gold, and I think they might try to do that again.
Larry said Diablo is a mess and could use a writer. That's
Yeah.
not actually incorrect. You know
But
what I mean?
it's not that so much that Diablo's a mess, like with the story or anything like that. Like the story's not great. It could definitely use some help, but it's more the what the fuck? Why did you do that to this game?
Yeah.
With like the market and everything that they did.
And that kind of content kind of speaks to that dude's
Did
wheelhouse.
you put
Like
your merch through, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
he's so good at the high fantasy shit that like it would make sense for him to work on Diablo.
Maybe. If they have something else in the works that they're like, hey, we need this fucking guy, they might have something big we might not know about. And they might be laying off everyone because they're like, fuck it, we only need a core for this game.
What if they're just like, we're shutting down WoW, we're shutting down HOTS?
Never.
You don't think so?
Never for WoW. I think WoW will
They're
still
gonna
exist.
milk WoW as long as they can.
Oh yeah, WoW.
Because
Are they even making money off WoW though?
Yes. They're still
'Cause
making money off
They'll
WoW.
That
always make
surprises
money
me.
off that.
Well,
Because-
didn't they say that like
because
wasn't it a
I
couple
know-
years ago it went to like, oh, you could just pay for your subscription farming gold, and
Yes.
then that was like, oh, we're not going to be making
You
money
can,
anymore.
but that literally has to be. You are now playing this game like you come home from work. This is now your second job to pay to keep playing this game.
Got it.
It's like it's not like I can do this in my free time and I don't really have. It's like no, you have to put a lot of work into doing this. But like WoW is at the point where I know people who are like, I'm done with WoW. I don't care. Whatever. I'm gonna stop playing for a while. They're like, look at this new mount, and people are like, yeah, fuck, drop $100.
My dick's hard again.
And it's like, and then they're like, oh, new mount, this is so cool. I spent $100 on this shit. I guess I'm done for now. I'm gonna stop playing for a while. New mount, back in.
Who?
They did it again.
What's the last expansion that came out for WoW?
Dicks of the
Oblivion?
Nine.
What?
Dicks of the Nine.
That's Oblivion.
No, it's Dicks of the Nine. That is WoW. It was a ripoff of Shivering Isles.
I hate you so much.
I have no idea. I
Had
haven't
nothing to do with
followed
Knights of the Nine.
WoW at all
Yeah, no.
when it comes to that kind of stuff.
When somebody tells me they play WoW, that's pretty much my reaction. Wow.
Wow.
Speaking of RPGs, I don't know if this is an RPG. Is dating an RPG?
Are you?
Do you level up?
Is it a game?
Yes.
Do you role play as someone else?
In the bedroom.
Well, I mean,
I
that's,
mean, I always roleplay as somebody else in a game because I am
Right.
somebody else.
Then
he
yes,
isn't
it's a role
Arthur
playing
Morgan
game.
in it.
Okay. Catherine Full Body had the new character Rin's cutscene leak.
Puzzle game.
It's an RPG. You're role playing.
Catherine?
Are you not role playing as Vincent?
Is Mario a role playing game?
Yes, you role play as Mario.
Oh god, I fucking hate all of you.
Super Mario RPG.
Is Tetris a role playing game? No, because you just fucking control blocks. You're not doing anything. You fucking turning blocks. What are you, stupid? You don't know what an RPG is?
What are you, a fucking idiot?
What are you, a fucking idiot? What? So yeah, Catherine Full Body had a cutscene with Rin, the new chick.
Hold
leak.
on. I need to answer the chat real quick.
Go ahead.
No.
I'm gonna concur on that answer. It is a,
Okay.
it is a no. So, but yeah, this is gonna be a spoiler. So, spoiler. She's probably an alien.
Did she got them big old titties?
So you kind of see in the trailer when he sees a cutscene, and you kind of think it's a trap because it's like he looks down and there's like you think he sees a dick because his reaction is like oh. Most likely it's just a portal, like weird energy creature monster, and she just has like tentacles. She's gonna probe Vincent's butthole with her tentacles.
Larry, are you okay with that?
Larry, we need.
Are you okay with a tentacle vagina?
Larry's like 11 out of 10 will do.
Go on.
Go on.
We'll play again. 11 out of 10. We'll play again.
But yeah, that's from what the cutscene is leaked of. We're pretty much sure she's an alien, and now you're kind of getting the alien storyline, which is kind of it's par for the course for Catherine. That game was fucking wacky the way it is. I kind of want to buy it for Steam again with the like high-end support and everything like that. Be an interesting game to replay since I played it once. So
You mean make Larry
through
play?
once. Well, no, I mean play it at home in my spare time and jack off.
Yeah, make
God,
Larry
what an
play.
asshole.
I would
mean,
be
you can check.
interested
We'll
to
just put,
hear
like, a
from,
sheet up.
from Larry. Larry, what is the best creature for tentacling? Is it
A woman.
aliens?
It's a woman.
No,
you
no.
tentacle a woman.
No.
Yeah, I was like-
Is it aliens, Lovecraftian creatures, monsters, or octopi?
Those are like all the same thing.
No,
In some way,
definitely
shape, or form.
different.
Lovecraftian I could see as being a different one. Because that could be like an anomalous mass.
Larry, what is the best tentacle creature?
But wouldn't that just be a monster?
What?
Lovecraftian things?
Well,
yeah, well that's what I'm saying, like an anomalous
okay,
creature.
so Cthulhu specifically versus
Cthulhu versus
like-
octopus.
like a beholder.
Not Narlethotep?
I don't know what the
I
fuck
don't know
that
what
is.
Narlethotep is.
Narlethotep is the
Wait, are we talking about H.P. Lovecraft?
That's what Lovecraftian means.
Can we talk about his cat?
No. Narlethotep is the shape-shifting old god.
Depends
So
on
what
what
you're
you're
looking for in the
relationship.
Great answer.
Good answer. Oh my god.
Yeah, Narlethotep is the shape-shifting Cthulhu monster.
Cool.
Where she's like, I'm a hot, sexy lady. And you're like, gonna bang that? And she's like, yeah, you will. Then she leads you to the floor. She's like, now you're insane.
Oh, a siren. Shape-shifting land siren.
But it could also just be like, hey, I'm a cat. You want to pet me? You're like, sure.
I
And
mean,
you
there's also
pet the
a
cat,
succubus.
and then your mind explodes and you're dead.
Land siren.
AKA
I don't know why that's fun saying, like, land siren. Land siren.
Cellar door.
Lawnmower.
Maybe, baby.
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 Are we done yet?
That's an old reference. That's a really weird old reference. They're in H.H. Gregg when they make that reference. Shaggy will not be in Mortal Kombat 11.
Damn it.
I'm not going to say I wasn't surprised.
I'm not surprised either. Like, yeah, they were going with the meme and everything like that.
Wait,
but
did they specifically say no?
yeah.
Fuck.
What do you think I'm announcing this
That
for?
would have been so
We are
great.
one of the most legitimate news sites compared to fucking Kotaku, Polygon, and all these fucking assholes. IGN.
So it's like, it's one of those things like, it's possible, it's super possible, it can super possibly be a thing, but then it's like, Warner Brothers is never going to actually let Shaggy murder someone or get murdered by someone. Because even if you say like, oh, he won't have any fatalities that actually kills people,
Disagree.
then other people will have fatalities that murder him.
I will disagree with you.
unless they
And this
don't,
is why.
he just blocks it and then he just falls over.
You ever heard of the TV show Supernatural?
Yes.
They had a crossover episode where they went into a cartoon and they were in an episode of Scooby-Doo, and some real crazy like cursing and murder and blood and decapitations and shit happened in that episode.
Was it the actual characters, though?
Yes. Scooby-Doo, the gang.
My favorite
Fucking-
Scooby-Doo reference that's kind of like this. Do you remember the Venture Brothers Scooby-Doo one by any
Oh
chance?
yeah, totally.
Where
Hilarious.
they think they accidentally kill Dean and fucking what the fuck's his name?
Hank?
Hank and
thank
Dean.
you.
Thank you. I don't know why I blanked out on that.
Right.
They accidentally kill Hank and Dean. They start freaking out because they always talk like Shaggy and the dog are freaking out because like they killed kids. What's really funny is Scooby always talks in
Right.
that too. The others cannot know that I can speak. But it's literally them. They murder the Venture Brothers, and then they see them in the Venture facility. Oh, I really want to go back and watch that fucking show now again. I have like some of the Blu-rays and shit because I love that show so fucking much, and I haven't watched it in like a year and a half, and it's murdering me now.
Right,
I missed like the last season, and I feel like I'm doing a disservice to my country.
But yeah, I knew that episode was going to be a thing, and I watched it, and I'm like, at points they realize like, wait, we're not real, and this is a cartoon, and they start having existential crises.
I thought they were gonna have orgies and shit.
I feel like that'd be different than Mortal Kombat though, because like it's like
Mortal
bloody,
Kombat's
like,
way more graphic, but
Yeah.
they curse, and there's decapitations and blood and shit.
Speaking of,
So it's a step in the right direction to actually having Shaggy on Mortal Kombat.
speaking of the Mortal Kombat fatalities, did you see the video that it's Super Smash Brothers meets Mortal Kombat fatalities?
No.
So they'll have something happen in like Super Smash Bros. Like, oh, Kirby kicks somebody in the face, and then they'll like do the zoom in and a cut to somebody getting kicked in the face with the jawline fracture in it. It's the cleanest cut I've seen. It looks like it could be a part of the game if somebody modded that game in. It was
That's
really
awesome.
really weird to see.
But the other thing though is that people want Shaggy in the game because of the whole like
meme.
It's a meme, yeah.
the whatever Super Instinct Shaggy whole thing, like
Super
they
Instinct.
they want that,
Right.
but if they put him in the game, it's not going to be that. He's going to be like zoinks and throw like
Oh, gee, Scoob!
Sandwiches at people, and people it's not going to be the Shaggy that people want. It's going to be the one they deserve.
Yeah.
Isn't Super Instinct Shaggy the one we deserve?
Can you imagine
No.
one where he summons Scoob
No.
like this, and he's like, "Come on, Scoob!" And you just see Scooby come up and like, woo, like all over the guy. Oh my god, why can't we have this?
Right,
Now I
it's so
really
good.
want it even more.
Like it's going to be like his fatality or whatever, or like his super attack would be them doing like the Benny Hill thing where they're going from like
Right over him.
room to room, and then like at one point like Scorpion or whoever's gonna be looking like back and forth and just gonna run on top of him.
All I'm thinking is
Run
like,
them over with the mystery machine?
Shaggy gets to the point where he's kind of doing this thing, and all you hear is in the background, "Whoa!" I want this now. God damn it!
Right, it's great.
You telling me I'm not gonna have it made me want it more.
Right.
Don't press this button. I want to press this button syndrome.
Now instead you're gonna get Super Instinct Shaggy where he's just Goku.
That'd be fucking awesome if he went Super Saiyan. We don't even know what we put in this game. We went too far with the meme and we couldn't go back. Here you go.
Have you read those memes?
Yeah, I love
Oh,
them.
they're so good.
Shaggy came on set the other day and told me that he had killed God. I had no reason to doubt him. For the scenes with the monsters, Shaggy would just summon them. They would turn to a black pile of tar and human bones after he was done. I love those memes.
It was him sitting in a cast chair, and he's like, yes, I could create cat women, or cat girls, with only 30% of my power, but it would also destroy the universe, so I'm not going to. But yes, it would only take 30% of my power.
I love it. I love it so much.
It's a great meme.
Now, something weird, because this is oddly...
Has there been a Shaggy Chungus crossover?
I swear to God, probably.
Shaggy Chungus.
Here's kind of a weird related thing. Disney, meanwhile, with their whole kid-friendly image, says that Deadpool will remain R-rated.
Thank Christ.
Right? They also said that because of the response with Deadpool, they may expand on that concept. So Disney's going full fuck it on certain assets.
Because you know what that gets them more of?
Cha-ching! The irony.
Full circle.
The irony. The irony that Disney, a kids company, wants that sweet, sweet fucking death money.
Big Shaggus.
It's just
Chungus
fat
crossover.
shit. Give me that so our fucking thing can see it. It's just you'll be able to see this.
Fat shit, Big Shaggus.
Big Shaggus.
Oh, that's so good.
Have they not canceled Punisher yet? I think they did cancel Punisher.
No, they did not.
They
I
did?
don't know.
No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the only thing they haven't.
But
What,
yeah,
Netflix?
It's the only like Marvel series that Netflix. No, they didn't cancel Jessica Jones, did they?
that was
They
canceled with
should've.
Iron Fist, I think.
Well, I thought Luke Cage and Iron Fist, and then
Black Orphan, maybe I'm thinking of. No, maybe it is Jessica Jones. I don't know. I don't watch the mediocre things.
I just won't watch Netflix. All the originals
Hey, you
suck.
got Netflix, right?
No. All the originals suck.
You know what's weird? I've been watching a shitload of Hulu and a shitload of Prime. I turn on
Yeah.
Netflix to watch Black Mirror, and that's it.
Yeah.
I just been.
I have a friend that says ARG, though, a lot. Like, he goes, ARG, and he says he can get me Black Mirror as well, so I don't know. When is the DC Lobo movie?
I don't know that that's a real thing yet.
What?
Do you know who Lobo is?
Lobos Jr.?
How do you fucking know who Lobos Jr. is besides me talking about
That's
him?
it. That's the only way I know.
Lobo's a intergalactic bounty hunter in the DC universe.
Oh, I know Boba Fett. I didn't know that was his name.
This sounds boring.
Lobo
I don't want
Fett?
this movie.
Is it Loba Fett? Have I been saying it the wrong way the whole time?
He sounds stupid.
Yeah, he's like...
No,
Did he ever take
Lobo's-
off his stupid bitch helmet
I hate all of you.
to reveal his land siren face? Wayne on YouTube Originals. Check it out.
You two guys originals?
It's like the paid subscription.
There's other things
Hey, man,
on
you wanna
YouTube
go to-
besides It Might Be Gaming?
RedTube? What? RedTube. You know, YouTube Red.
Yeah, it's the Russian YouTube.
RedTube.com. USSR YouTube. I can't wait for the USSR to invade us again. I'm going to be so ready.
Ready? Was that a bad pun? Hi.
Wolverines.
Anthem has put out a post-launch schedule. I'm not going to read it because it's cancerous.
Is it nothing and then nothing and then also nothing?
So, I more so put this in because it's more of a discussion on how do you feel about games being put out with sections being added later and updates planned to make it the full experience. Like, I know we've talked about this very briefly in like other like workplace and everything like that, but it's like we're getting to that weird section, and this is why we're at a weird pivot point in gaming where developers are putting out games and then saying like, well, yeah, future updates will have this, they'll have this, they'll have this, and promising and promising and promising for the future, and it makes me not want to buy the game at launch.
There's a lot of things that go into it. It's like, one, are these updates going to be free? If the answer is no, it's already horseshit.
Even if they're free, it's still, I don't know. It's weird. Like the best example I could use is the guys who are making Dangerous Driving. The guys who did the original Burnout are making Dangerous Driving, which is a Burnout successor. And when I asked them point blank, I'm like, hey, all the screenshots you're showing, the cars don't have like crunchy damage, like soft body damage or anything like that. And there's not really
there's stuff like that, like that should have been in the game originally.
That's what I'm talking about.
Then there's things like Monster Hunter. It's like we're adding G rank later, and it's like that's something that was in like the plus versions of a lot of the games. I can see why you didn't add it in right away because there's already so much content.
Think about with Destiny even, where there's like large chunks of map that are there. It's just nothing.
It's like it's 100% on how it's done and what it is.
I'm falling asleep over here.
Dude.
Oh,
Don't rub your dick on.
I'm trying not to.
Ah.
Watch my fanny. Make room for fanny.
Peace, dude.
Peace out. But yeah, it's like I get when they're adding stuff like that, but even with like Destiny and stuff like that, where it's just like you could see where it's gonna be, and developers are talking about what is gonna happen and all that kind of crazy shit. I don't know. Like it sets me off from your game immediately. Like Anthem. Oh, it's like, I'm going to have this game. I'm probably going to beat, like, everything you have to offer in less than a month, and then I got to wait 2 months, then I'm going to play it, then I got to wait 2 months.
Games like that, though, are very much like a games as a service kind of thing, which is like one of those things I hate to say. But there's no way you could have a game like that, have all the content be in it right away, and then have it continue on for as long as they want it to continue on. Like, there's always going to be something that they're going to be adding.
Yeah. I just don't feel like full sections
But
of the
then
game.
there's like soft body damage on cars. That should be something that's in there. New maps and areas to explore. That might not need to be in the main game.
But if your map has that area already, like Fallout 76 with that Vault 63 that's already fully finished, that bothers me that it's not in there, because it's like it's there and you're not doing anything.
I think it also very much matters if when, and you don't know this until the game comes out, but and what you're talking about, I think, with Destiny was everyone's biggest complaint about Destiny and subsequently Destiny 2 when they came out was when you got to the end of what was available at release, it's like, well, that was a bunch of fucking nothing. Like, I feel underwhelmed by the
because you
amount I was given. And, well, no, even if they hadn't released anything, right? Or they had given this schedule and they're like, we're going to come out with these DLCs coming down the road or whatever. When you get a game and you play it and you're like, oh, well, that's underwhelming. This got done really quickly, it was poorly made, or there was no story or whatever. It's like, why didn't you just
incorporate instead of giving me this new DLC thing that is technically additional content, why didn't you just give me more core content and push the game out a little longer?
So I like to use Borderlands as an example for this one.
Because it's perfect?
I wouldn't say Borderlands is perfect by any means, but I would say it's one of my top games of all time. But I would not say it's perfect by any means. It's a great game. But every ounce of the Borderlands map is utilized. All of the content that they add, like even the events that they do and everything like that,
is above and beyond.
Is above the full game that you could fully use. And that's why I like Borderlands so much for that.
There's not many games that are literally like, here's an area that's unused, we'll put something here eventually. Yeah. There's not many games that actually do that.
We're seeing it more and more, though. That's more my thing, because it's like you're seeing developers go with this, oh, well, this is kind of here, but it's for a later date. It's like, that just sounds like you're rushing to push out a product that's not finished at that point. Like Dangerous Driving. And that was the one that really bothered me because like the developer just responded directly to my comment.
That just seems shitty though, with like the body damage not being in there.
What's kind of funny though, they just released screenshots and there's soft body damage all the time.
That would be like, hey, we're releasing Call of Duty, but the guns don't have reload animations. Like that's that kind of thing where it's like, that should just be there. That's not something that should need to be added. Whereas, like, even if it's like, oh, here's a locked door, that's going to be DLC, we'll add that later. It's like, I'm more okay with that than this is just something that should be in the game because it's part of the game itself. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It'd be like, okay, Destiny has a thing, it's like, or Fallout 76 has a thing where it's like, okay, here's this area where you can't go inside yet, compared to, alright, we launched the game, and no characters have walking animations.
I guess.
Like, there's things that, like, should be in the game by default, because why the fuck are they not? And we should have had this, but it's getting delayed. There's a big difference between those two things.
I feel like...
But I also think that goes back to what you were saying originally. The things you're getting later on, does that shit cost money? Like, if you're admitting that we have to push this portion off for a little while because it wasn't ready, that shit going to be free?
Yeah, none of that shit should cost money.
But also, if it does get pushed back for later, it also rounds out to what he said as well, where I played it, I was underwhelmed, I don't really have a reason to boot this back up. My example for that would be No Man's Sky. It was super fucking underwhelming. I don't want to boot it back up, because if I play it, alright, a bunch of shit was added. It's an old game at this point. I don't care about it. That gives me the
impression
just
that
like Titanfall 2.
You're intentionally holding back on things.
Shade!
Titanfall 2 was great.
Yeah, but it's an old game at this point.
What? Was it a good game?
All the people
I never played 1, why would I play 2? And since I couldn't play 2, why the fuck am I playing Apex Legends? Fuck, uninstall, here we go!
It's literally back to the point of like, oh man, why are people going back to play Titanfall 2 now that they know it's a good game? It's because it's so fucking old at this point.
And that's a big thing. As those games add on shit, like, you'll have a few core people that will play it, and you'll have a few core people. But when are the majority players gonna play it? They're gonna try when it's on a fucking Steam sale for $10, and they're gonna play it for 20
Larry,
minutes.
you can't say JRPGs don't do that, because Final Fantasy 15 did that so much.
Did they?
I
didn't play enough of it, so...
It is literally the most worthwhile season pass to have ever bought if you bought it when the game first came out. Because they're like, okay, you buy the season pass, there's these 3 DLCs planned for you, and that's all you know about. Now, there's like 8 DLCs, a million other item packs, and all this other shit that you get with it, where it's like, if you bought everything separately, it's like a $250 value.
He said, it doesn't count, you fucking sausage fest.
Doesn't matter if you don't think it counts, it does.
Yeah. So that's my only thing. It's like, we're treading weird territory with that, where it's post-launch schedules. And it's like, I get if it's like, repair these bugs. Here's DLC that that we're working on. That it's like, the core game is 150% there. Like, a la Borderlands. Like, you could play the shit out of Borderlands and no DLCs over and over and over and over.
And be like,
the DLCs are a completely separate experience. The add-ons are
the other thing about it is like, how do you know how much is actually core game and what is not?
Yeah.
Like, that's the other thing. Like, you never know. Like,
all the DLCs could have been just cut fucking content that they
exactly. Like, you honestly don't know.
Yeah. I just feel like...
Well, if you complete the game, quote unquote, before the first thing comes out, then it's obviously not like... I think you'd kind of notice if there was like a big chunk of like... If you go through and you play through a thing and you beat the final boss and it's like, there's a weird, odd plot hole thing that's kind of here. That's a hint that they cut something out because of time constraints or whatever.
But they could have just cut out an area that's like, you just run through this area. Like,
maybe.
Like, how, like, the Borderlands 2 DLC, I think it was, where you go into, like, the armory and fight General Knox.
I'm about to throw up.
Borderlands 1.
Okay, that's 1?
Yeah.
No, guys, I'm about to throw up. Hold up.
Right.
That can't be real.
What?
That son of a bitch! Never mind. Tron's fucking with us.
How so?
Nothing. I'll tell you later. I'm not even gonna give him that joke. That son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, that's Kappa.
No, look.
He doesn't know what.
Look what this asshole did. And that was all it came up with. I was like, holy shit. You fucking asshole. Very funny. What now? That completely threw me to the left-hand side. Like Red Dead and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. What about Red Dead?
How they're adding stuff to it?
Are they?
Like to online.
Or are they not adding stuff to it?
To online, they're always adding stuff to it. But my thing is, like, the argument for Red Dead would be the game is there.
Yeah.
Literally front to back, there is a definitive story that you have to go through.
Oh, the argument is lack of content versus too much content.
It's not even lack of content, because, like, a game could have a short story and a short thing. Like, I've played very short games that are, they're fun.
So if you play a real short game and they come out with DLC for it, you go, that should have been in the main game because it was too short.
No. It's not even that. It's more so if you're playing the main game and there's just, you see this area and you're like, okay, there's obviously something supposed to be here. You know, as a gamer.
That's a super specific thing.
See, I think this is a subjective
But it's common.
thing.
It's more and more common now.
Okay, so you had Destiny.
Yes.
You have Fallout. What's
Fallout
another
is
one?
a huge one. You had in Skyrim where you had plots of land that were just, it's like here's towns, fucking nothing.
But that was a giant open world map. That doesn't mean that there has to be something every so many feet.
That
could have literally been
at,
nothing.
You can't play the naive game on a game like that. You know where there's a giant thing missing, and it's like all of a sudden, there's just DLC there.
But the Skyrim DLC wasn't like that. It was literally you go to like these crazy teleporter things.
Not for, what do you call it? Dawnguard or anything like that. That was just a section of map that just had nothing. There was one, like the Dragonboard had that small island, but the majority of it took place on the other thing. On the main land and everything like that.
I guess I just don't remember walking through here and be like, man, look, this open field. There's clearly something supposed to be here.
No,
when you look at the map, there's weird shit.
Well, no, there was also a spot on the map, and it might have been down southeast-ish.
Hey, there's subscribed.
You looked, and there was like a gate that you could not get through.
I do remember that.
And then everybody was like, there's going to be Morrowind DLC, because geographically, Morrowind is right there.
It was just a gate entrance.
And nothing ended up happening with that gate, so
Yeah.
maybe... But then, eventually, they did Morrowind for Elder Scrolls Online years and years later, but that was a total thing that people made supposition of. But I think ultimately what it comes down to is, and this is a subjective thing based on every gamer, but did you feel like you got your money's worth from the thing you bought? And for you, it might be no, but for that same game, for you, maybe it's yes.
That's my thing. I'm not even saying no. It's like...
There were people that fucking loved the shit out of the first Destiny.
I'm just saying...
Most people didn't, but there were some that were like, this is the perfect video game.
I'm just saying when it's very obvious and they've released the schedules and they released the DLC and you know that it was supposed to be in there, like, it's just like... Oh, so that's what this empty fucking area was. You had it there, you cut it before the launch, and here it is. Or, hey, there's this shit missing from this game, and you're starting to add features and shit like that.
Something
but the thing with Skyrim, it's like they probably didn't go, this is the area that we're cutting Dawnguard out of. They probably went, where's a big open fucking area we could drop this?
Well, what'll happen with a lot of games, and you'll find this with people who do a lot of data mining, is like, oh, it's there, it's just locked off, and your DLC is just unlocking a thing that's there.
That's
right.
Fucked.
No, that is the actual problem.
Right.
Just DLC getting added later, if it's not actually in the game,
right,
is fine.
Yeah.
But most people who
I'll agree
aren't
with,
data
yes.
mining don't know the difference.
Yes.
That's the problem, is that, like, me, Mr. Consumer, who doesn't look up the Reddit, or, subreddit for the game that I'm playing and doesn't know what data miners are finding, like, when you tell me that there's DLC giving me new areas to go explore and name the RPG, whatever, name the game, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, this is
And that's
a new
on
place to go
initial
explore.
release. It's
Right.
not even like patches.
Right. There are those games where it's like DLC is really just unlocking a thing that's already there.
Yeah, and that's I think that's such an issue that we're starting to face, because it's making it where it's all right. We're gonna push as many of this full price game, even though it's not done. We're gonna call it fucking done. Fallout 76.
I think that's more of an issue with games in general and less an issue with DLC. I don't.
I'm not saying it's DLC.
I don't think it's people are pushing out games early and like we'll give you this content later. So much as we're actually just seeing games that are put out too early.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wrapping it out.
That's
in.
more of a publisher issue than it is an actual game development issue.
Thank God Devolver still is around. Maybe they will save us all someday. They'll become the new AA.
They're a weird publisher and developer.
Can you imagine if they actually started making AAA games? It'd be fucking
That would be
wild.
so against who they are, though.
Yeah, true. They are really small guys. Yeah, you never know. Maybe they'll keep
Yeah,
that
but I'd
mentality.
love to know what they could do with a good budget.
Right? Like, hey, we actually just made Grand Theft Auto, what is it? Grand Theft Auto 6.
They would still put out
And we
an
own
indie
Take-Two.
game. They would still put out an indie game, make
In-
physical copies, but then they'd put some, all the remaining budget money, they would divvy up for every copy, and you'd open up the case, and there'd be, X number of dollars in there with, weird butt sex shit drawn on the money.
Knowing Devolver, what they'd do is they'd put out, an indie game of some sort, and then you'd go to put the indie game in, and it's if you beat the indie game, there's a AAA game under it that they never talked about, ever. Here's Fallout, or here's Sky 76 fucking Grand Theft Auto edition. Yeah, it's just on this disc that we made. That's why there's a 50 gig update patch to Tetris on day one.
So, no, I think they would just send out a bunch of dollar bills with dicks drawn on them. They're like, go try to spend these.
Speaking of which, the Devolver Digital loot box coin is up to $15,000.
Holy shit! I hate that that's a thing. I wish I would have got it when it was 50. That would have been cool. I was so close.
What was the lowest we saw it for?
50 was mine.
It fluctuates randomly. It's not actually decided by anything. So literally, I could log in an hour from now, and it might be $2.
I'm hoping someday. It's in my bookmarks. I check it every once in a while. I didn't realize it was that high though. Holy fuck. Metro Exodus is an Epic Store exclusive on PC. It is not on Steam. So
Didn't we talk about this before?
we might have gone into it slightly, but there's been some developments on it where the community backlash and everything like that.
Right.
Valve talking about how it's not fair and how exclusivity for gamers isn't really amazing, like we were talking about before. It's not amazing for gamers, it's amazing for publishers. My problem with deals that are for this,
It's not even amazing for publishers.
it's not great for either or in this situation, because this is a digital fucking platform and it doesn't cost anything except for the licensing rights that Epic has for a year. And the backlash you're seeing is probably going to end up costing them more money than they're going to gain by going to the Epic and getting a 15% decrease in their market share, or whatever the fuck they want to call it.
Exclusives are only good for the hardware supplier, and that's pretty much it. But it's really fucking good for that hardware supplier, because if you look at a publisher, it's you have to pay us so much money to make this exclusive.
Yeah.
Because just the fact of us having it on 2 consoles
Would have made us
X amount of dollars.
Do you think Metro's a big enough title for them to... That was my thing.
Do you not have phones? That's perfect.
When this whole thing came up about Metro migrating, I was just like, is Metro that big that anybody gives that much of a shit?
Exodus is probably the biggest one so far in the franchise.
Oh, I agree that.
Well, the
as
first
a
one,
franchise, I don't even feel like it's in the top of the FPS franchises.
it's definitely getting there, because the first one was those it's good, it's getting there. The second one made a lot of people go,
okay,
this is actually a thing. And then this one's finally hey, we're finally
enjoyed both, but I didn't feel like they were.
So this is the first one where they're hey, we're making the new one. This time we actually have budget.
See, if you told me Wolfenstein was doing this shit, I'd be like, fuck, because Wolfenstein's great.
Yeah, no, it's Deep Silver and 4A are kind of like... I think they're biting themselves on the tail for this one. Like, yeah, they probably got a good deal from Epic, but, I mean, with this backlash and how many people are probably not going to buy it at this point...
Did you guys hear about the Epic Games Axiom Verge snafu?
We're going to talk about that in a bit.
Okay.
But yeah, with the Metro Exodus Epic Store exclusive thing, obviously Steam scores have gone like down. Like, everyone who pre-ordered apparently is getting pre-order refunds, which I think is fucked for your fans. That's saying a big fuck you to the people on that platform. That you were able to pre-order it, and now you're going to take that away. Those people are less likely to ever buy your fucking game again. You need to treat your customers at a decent rate in order to get them to keep buying and keep buying and keep buying and keep buying and keep buying. And they're fucking up. What's kind of funny is the author of fucking Exodus asked people not to, quote-unquote, betray 4A and Deep Silver. I think that's the most disillusioned fucking response. Ask your fans not to betray you. You need to earn their trust. You're fucking up on this.
Metro's gonna be the most pirated game of 2019.
Oh yeah, I forget what the name of the pirating group is, but everyone keeps putting their name, and they're like, this person will have this person will have this person will have this person will have it. They're fucking comment bombing the shit out of it. But it's gonna get pirated a lot.
Basically like every game in Russia.
And my thing is, a lot of people are bringing up...
Soviet Russia game pirate.
And it's not really because it's like, hey, we just want to get games for free. It's like, you physically can't buy these games. So guess what people are going to do? Pirate them.
Yes.
Because you can't get them.
And like with that, I mean, with the Epic Store exclusive, a lot of people are saying, like, why the fuck can't I choose a goddamn program to install it with? Like, why are you fucking me like this? Like, alright, you can get your cuts from Epic if people want it from Epic, but why the fuck can't I have it on Steam too? Put your game on both platforms. Don't be an asshole. So, it's gonna be fun to watch.
Every company wants their own special launcher right now, like fucking Origin, everything. Everyone wants a cut of that pie now. It's the same thing with like the console market, where everyone's like, there was like 1 million consoles for a time, and eventually it weeded out to just be the couple big ones, and now everyone's looking at Steam going, we want a slice of that pie. So they're all trying to get that slice of that pie, and it's going to end up being like, hey, the good ones are going to dominate, and the other ones are just going to fucking die.
What I think's kind of crazy is, with Steam, people are calling them out and saying, like, oh, well, they just want their 30% cut, 30% cut, 30% cut. And I don't think people understand that, yeah, that's a high cut. Like, that is a pretty high cut. You are going to, statistically, sell a lot more copies, make up for that cut. You're statistically going to have one of the biggest advertising platforms ever at this, and your games are always going to be on that platform.
Does Origin do well for EA?
It does well enough for them to support it.
Yeah. Their Games Pass...
Because, like, I've never known anyone to be like, Origin's not a joke. Like, everyone that I've like, everyone's just like, Origin's a giant joke. So
Origin is 100% that place where it's better than most, but still not great. Like, the Games Pass is actually a pretty good deal if you plan on playing those games, or if you play FIFA every year, 100% worth it. If you're like, I play Battlefield, I want to try this, I want to try that, it's a good deal. $25 a year is actually not bad.
Nah.
It's just that their program isn't great.
Yeah.
It causes issues with things, and the servers aren't great. Mm-hmm. It's like, there's like little issues with, but it's better than like fucking Ubisoft and stuff like that.
It's like their game Anthem that's on it. It is an aggressively okay launcher.
Yes.
It's not bad by any means. Origin is actually one of the few that I prefer. Ubisoft's launcher is not bad, but I don't buy enough Ubisoft games to really make it. I don't have it. So that was the thing. It's my personal experience because I haven't had an issue with Ubisoft's launcher. And I played the shit out of Far Cry 5 for a little while.
You didn't have to deal with what Splinter Cell was that? That was like the last one that came out on the 360.
Conviction.
It might have been Conviction.
Was really good.
Getting that one to fucking work on PC,
like dog shit.
Holy fuck! So here, let me explain this to you.
Watch Dogs was also incredibly huge.
Get ready for the steps. You ready?
Yes.
You start the so first you can't even start the game. You
Double Agent.
You start the launcher. No, I think it was Conviction.
I thought it was too.
You start the. Yeah, Double Agent was definitely before this. You start the launcher. You sign in. You have to sign in every time. Never remembers your credentials. Start the game.
Sign in again. When you get into the game, pop-up comes up. Sign in again. Now you're playing the game. Every once in a while, it'll just decide to pop up and be like, hey, do you know that Ubisoft is still here? Okay, bye, and it would go back down.
What the fuck?
That's insane.
Like, you had to sign in 3 times to get into your game.
That's fucking stupid.
That is crazy.
And
with Far Cry, I never
they
had that
fixed that
issue,
with
so.
a lot of other stuff now, where it's like, it starts up like once at the beginning, but still it's annoying pop-up where it's like, alright, starting my game, game's loading, bloop, oh fuck, close.
Huh.
And it's like, it's weird because you actually get stuff from it. It's like, oh, you did this achievement, here's like these points that you could use to actually unlock in-game items.
Yeah.
So like there's reasons for you to actually go into it, but it's so annoying.
I've done that quite a few times.
Well, so that's why I'm saying, like, my personal experience with, like, a limited aspect of it, like, playing, like, 2 games, I think, I didn't have an issue. But, sounds like it's pretty fucked.
It also caused, like, didn't have an issue on my computer, installed it, started having weird issues with sounds and stuff like that.
So here's a weird issue. I need a separate fucking program to play 2 games. That's fucking annoying. That's
Yeah.
just more bloat to my computer, to
Yeah.
those games.
What game?
Far Cry 5 and Trials.
Oh.
I fucking love Trials. Huh. Yeah, people just don't want to install more launchers. I mean, I have 400 and some games on Steam. You know what's fucking great? My fucking library in one place.
I'm waiting for someone to make the launcher. That's the launcher that has all your other launchers stored in it, and you literally click a button and it like bypasses theirs.
Shows all your games. Like, it
Yeah.
just, it stores your database of games.
Yeah.
That's coming. Somebody will put it on GitHub.
Yo, dog, I heard you like launchers, so I put launchers in your
Actually,
library.
that would be one of the most convenient tools ever. Saves your credentials, kind of like,
Yeah.
what was that one, JDownloader and shit like that?
Yep.
Like, saves your fucking account credentials, so up, boop, 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 and it's gone. It signs you in, signs you out, puts you in. That'd be sick. I like that idea. GameStop. Speaking of shitty business practices, GameStop stops its buyout. It's not getting bought out anymore. Their stocks are in plummet. And they announced a new pre-order return policy that it changed to a full refund within 30 days of the game's release. So if you have a pre-order and the game sucks and you don't pick it up, you can just fucking refund it within 30 days for a full price.
So basically, wait 29 days before you pick up a game if you're kind of about it.
Yeah. And
What's
well,
the
you
minimum
won't
for
be
a
able to. I
pre-order
mean, they at best probably have another 2 years before they're in real
I was
trouble.
gonna say it's almost like it's Best Buy where you have a pre-order and it's like, oh, I never picked this up. Just come in and cancel it whenever you want, even if it's like 6 months later.
What's the minimum for a pre-order at GameStop now?
That was 5 still.
Is it? I feel like I heard
30.
I feel like I heard 15 recently.
30 or
Maybe I'm wrong.
50 if you're on a collector's edition. Console is like 100 or something like that. 15 maybe for like a premium edition of a game or something like that.
Oh,
That's what I'd imagine. I don't know for sure.
Want to hear about a little bit of a crazy buy of the fucking month, deal of the week fucking win for me?
Go for it.
So I go to GameStop to pick up a copy of
Fallout 76.
Yeah, boy.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay.
And while I'm there, I'm just browsing the game section and I see they have a box for Kingdom Hearts The Story So Far,
Okay.
which is 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8 all in
Yeah.
one collection, blah, 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 blah. Not easy to find, and they have a box for it there.
We have them at H.H. Gregg, like readily available. I could have just gave you my discount.
So, I go and I pick it up. Well, so this is my question then. If you go on Amazon right now, they are $120.
We
at
don't
cheapest.
inflate prices at H.H. Gregg.
No, but on Amazon, like, it's because that's, like, people
rare.
sell it. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
why is it that...
This is
How is
like,
it that you still have them in stock? That's my
Sometimes
question.
people
because
just-
they're super limited. Like, there weren't a ton of them.
we had like 2 literally just come off a truck. Like, I kid you not. I was back in the warehouse when they came off the truck.
That's fucking crazy.
So I think it's probably trickle stock, kind of like how I found that Majora's Mask 5 months after they were like sold to hell.
Maybe.
Kind of like how I found like the weird Rocket League shit like 5 months after. I think it's probably trickle down. But yeah, if you're ever fucking looking for stuff, I mean, just hit me.
Well,
up.
no, it was totally happenstance. So I saw it there. It's still like its normal $40 price tag. So I bought it, and I'm like, holy fuck,
I would have got it for 32.
whatever.
You piece of shit.
The alternative is that if
You
nobody can
fucking
find
hold it in your hand and you call me.
I could have.
You're like, oh, hey Mike, I'm
Oh,
holding
you
this
weren't
game.
working. This was Tuesday.
I'll fucking tell you if it's in stock. I got connections up there. What?
I guess.
I don't talk to anybody at my job. Nobody knows what the fuck I am.
You're probably right.
Who are you?
Anyway, I don't care about the $8 difference. I like the fact that I got it for $40, whereas anybody who wants it anywhere else needs to pay like $120.
Sounds like a shitty deal.
Can we just talk about how shitty Kingdom Hearts titles are?
1.2.5.6
Like the subtitles of the actual game.
Kingdom Hearts HD 11.8 Final Chapter Prologue Remix 2.
No, 2.8. It's 2.8. Those are Roman numeral 2.
Yeah, 11.8.
Yeah.
Why is the 8 not?
Why is it a
numeralized then?
Roman numeral and a decimal 0.8?
I don't know.
Why isn't the 8 a Roman numeral
So that just
too?
proves that it's a shitty title right there alone.
I mean, one of them is called
Kingdom Hearts HD
358 over 2
2.8
days.
Final Chapter Prologue.
Right, it's really rough.
Kingdom Hearts is just awful.
No, it's great.
It's awful.
It's so good.
Yeah, you're
Kingdom
right,
Hearts
it's awful.
3D
It's so good.
Dream Drop Distance.
Right.
It sounds like a popsicle.
Kingdom Hearts X. Kingdom Hearts Unchained
The
X.
it's
X Final
No,
Fantasy
the
Kingdom
X-
X on 2.
No, the X is cross.
Cool. Kingdom Hearts Union X.
Cross. Union cross.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Wait, you have
Kingdom
the whole
Hearts
list there?
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep. Do you have the whole list there? In front of
Yes.
you? I want to see if I can name them all.
Okay.
Did you beat Kingdom Hearts?
All of them.
Sora dies.
Wait, in 3?
Yes.
Wait, really?
You just fucking said you beat it!
You said Kingdom Hearts. I thought
All
you
of
meant,
them,
like-
and you said all of them.
I meant all of the previous. Fuck.
You dumbass. Oh my god, I was trying to ruin it for audience. Now I killed Sean's thing. Yeah, he dies. Real hard.
So,
Sean, do you think I've played this fucking game?
No, but you would see spoilers somewhere.
I haven't
you
seen
know
spoilers
what's
because I hate
what's
Kingdom
really
Hearts.
weird? Someone brought this to my
Kingdom
attention.
Hearts, you have them.
I know, I bought them because it was like a collector's edition.
So,
Do you want it?
No, I have them.
you know what's really weird? Someone brought this to my attention. Canonically, all these kids have parents that are still alive at the start of the first game.
All the parents are bad.
Then they all die,
yeah,
and they all become orphans, and no one ever makes mention of it or anything. They're like, never a single time, they're like, all of our parents are dead.
No, they're not dead. Nobody says they're dead. That is unfounded stuff.
What does it mean when the light of the star goes out in their world?
That's not really what happened.
Kingdom Hearts Triple D. Kingdom Hearts 3, that's a stupid fucking name.
Are you ready to name all these?
Yeah. So Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts. I want to say the next one is Birth by Sleep.
Nope.
358 over 2 days.
Yep.
Then
What the fuck is that?
358 over 2 days, and then Birth by Sleep,
That's also stupid.
and then hold on.
You're never gonna fucking.
No, he'll get this. That's the worst
Is it
part.
Recoded?
It's coded,
Coded.
then recoded.
Recoded, right. So, Recoded is just a remake of Coded, which was a mobile game. And then Cross, Union...
No.
Oh, Dream Drop Distance.
Yep.
Then Union Cross.
Well, there's Kingdom Hearts Cross.
So, Cross, Union Cross, they're all like the same fucking thing.
Then Hearts Unchained Cross.
Oh my god.
Right.
Then Kingdom Hearts HD 11.8
No,
Final
that's-
Chapter Prologue.
No, that's 2.8.
Sure,
Final
11.
Chapter.
It's 11.8.
Those are eyes, not ones.
It's
No,
11.
they're ones.
It's 11.
Those are
Yep,
eyes.
11.
Is that the 11th game on that list?
No.
Count that real quick. If this is 11.8 and everyone thought it was 2.8 for the longest time,
It's not an independent game. It's a remake.
I don't fucking care what
It's
it is.
number 10.
Damn it!
It's so
Son
close.
of a
It's,
bitch.
but it's not an actual game. It's just Dream Drop Distance and
Is
then
it,
extra content.
Can you play it?
It's like
Can you play it?
Then you have Kingdom Hearts Union X, and then Kingdom Hearts 3.
Right.
Holy shit, this game is a train wreck.
No,
You're
it's
pretty
so
good at
This
it.
is almost
That's
as
so
bad
good.
as fucking Drakengard.
That's so good. Kingdom
I
Hearts
don't
is
even know
amazing.
what the fuck that is.
And you want to know what's fucked?
Drakengard
All
is
of those
is the
games.
game that came before Nier and Nier Automata.
No fucking
It's
idea.
literally like the direct prequel to it, where there is lore in stage plays that were done, private concerts,
yes, you told me about
poems
this.
that he wrote.
And never published.
All of those games are across like every platform since the PS2.
And on fucking like
Engage.
N-Gage fucking phones.
What was that, coded?
Coded might have been on N-Gage. But yeah, the only one that's like not on there is like GameCube and Xbox. But it goes like PlayStation 2, Game Boy Advance, PlayStation 2, 3DS, PSP, 3DS, mobile.
They should have just aborted this.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it's all great. It's all so good. I love every bit of it.
You're one of those people.
I am. I love this series. It's so good.
I have a giant fucking Keyblade hanging on my wall. That was a Christmas present from some folks.
Hey,
I
support
fucking
I'm an
listen to
enabler.
You support
fucking
my habits.
Goofy laugh for like 18,000 hours.
It's not the goofy laugh. It's not that bad, actually.
It's real fucking bad.
No, it isn't. It's
it
not
is.
that
I
bad.
watched
Playing
some
that
from
game
it.
on mute actually made the first one bearable for
No,
me.
it's not that bad.
I played the entire game on mute for that reason. That and fucking Daffy's.
It's just like
So I'm playing 3, and they've made that a joke to where Sora will actually be like, "What the fuck did you say?" Like, he'll mishear him all the time. Like, he'll say a word, and he'll be like, "Did you just say spaghetti?" He's like, "No, that's not what the fuck I said." Like, it's a total joke. It's ridiculous.
I feel like they just suck at dialogue, so they just went.
Oh, no, you know what he's saying. It's,
The worst part is like the best part of all the Kingdom Hearts games was like, hey, look at the Square Enix tie-ins. Aren't the Square Enix tie-ins cool?
the Square Enix tie-ins only really existed in, like, the first game.
And that's the best fucking part of the game.
Mm-mm.
And now Cloud and Sephiroth just show up every once in a while because they're the two that people love.
No, I think Cloud and Sephiroth last showed up in 2, which is, like, 8 games ago. But,
How shitty is this series? Why is
No, they're
It's just convoluted.
No,
this just became
The stories-
Disney the RPG?
No, the original
yeah.
the original story, the Disney aspect of it is actually totally ancillary. Like, it's just a setting for what the actual plot is. The actual plot really has almost nothing to do with Disney in and of itself. Like, you could have this plot completely independent
Yeah,
of
his
the
bitch.
Disney.
He's trying to save his bitch.
No, it's so much bigger than that.
He's trying to save his bitch.
People are
That
dead.
was the first game.
That's
Like,
this game too.
No, not.
People are dead or not
I
dead.
beat the
and that-
game!
and that one
Probably
dead
so.
guy is actually 10 dead guys all rolled into one.
Near?
No.
I mean, you're not wrong about what you're saying right now.
Fucking right!
I just got to a point where I just got
How
to.
goddamn stupid is this?
I just got to a point where they're like, "Hey, guy, you've got 3 dead people in you right now." That's actually a conversation that just happened over a smartphone in a spaceship.
Can we stop talking about this game?
It's so
please?
good.
It's
I
so
fucking-
shitty.
No, it's not. It's so good. I love
So
it.
the thing is, it's like Kingdom Hearts is basically like the JoJo of RPGs
Oh, it's whacked
and I
out, but
hate
it's
it.
great.
because it's not goofy enough because they try to make it serious.
I like that.
They need to lean into the goof more. I'd be fine with it, but they try to make it too serious. They try to make it make sense, and it just doesn't.
It does. You just have to
Where's
follow
JoJo?
along.
They're just like, nah, fuck it. You're magnetized to each other, so now grind on that guy's dick.
I never want to watch JoJo. Like I'm like
It just sounds like
I get to
cartoon
these
gay
weird-
porn.
Well, no, it's like I get to these points and it's like, all right, that sounds funny. That sounds funny. That sounds funny. Grinding on
And-
dude's dick. Well, I'm reset.
Right.
You'll get me there one day, but it's like you gotta go like a 6-month period without mentioning dick in the show.
You just there's a Tumblr of all things.
And then you
a
watch it,
Tumblr
and 5 minutes into the first episode, there's some dude's dick. And
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like,
just
no.
like,
called Out of Context JoJo.
Oh yeah, I could probably follow that on Twitter.
You just need to look at them because it's literally just like, here's a random panel from like the manga or something where you're just like, what the actual fuck is going on? And that's why I love it.
It's just a random panel. It just says spaghetti nipples. And you're like, oh, Mia Jovovich.
Alright, what's the next topic?
There's some pretty strong JoJo memes with spaghetti because there's a point where literally this guy is like, he punches a plate of spaghetti because reasons.
And it exploded.
And here we
into an
go.
alternate
So it's
universe.
like I was like up here, was about to
Right.
go reset, and then it's like punches a plate of spaghetti. All right, I'm gonna take up again. It's
Right.
like I'm getting back on board again.
But Kingdom Hearts is too much.
The second you're like, oh, it's like it's like an RPG. I'm like, and then you're like, and it has Disney. I'm like, and then you're like, yeah, and there's like a deep story, but it's an RPG. But it's a pretty decent game and universal
It's not
loved.
a heavy. If
Oh,
it
okay.
makes you feel better, it's not a heavy RPG.
No, hold
like,
on,
it's
hold
not
on.
overly complex.
It's like, hey, this is a universally loved story, and it's pretty fucking big. All right, well, I'm getting a little bit there. but there's 900 games. Oh, fucking A.
For me, it's like, this game has a lot of aspect of things that I like.
Just boner killer.
It's fucking gone.
Can we just agree that Goofy and Donald are boner killers?
No.
Are you saying you get boners to Goofy and
So-
Donald? Somebody clipped his answer right now.
It is canonical that Goofy has had sex. Someone was turned on by Goofy.
Wait, what? Canonical
What?
Goofy has a kid.
Oh,
Where?
true, yeah.
That means someone
Oh,
Goofy
fucked
movie.
Goofy.
Right.
Goofy also has a pet dog. He is a dog.
I don't know if that's...
Pluto is his pet dog.
Right.
I don't know if that's racism or not.
It's definitely slavery.
No. Okay.
Is he keeping a mentally handicapped person
Right.
in his home?
That's exactly where I was going. Like, is it? Are we just interpreting it as he has a pet dog, or is it just he hangs out with his mentally challenged somebody who acts like that?
Or does he own a mentally challenged somebody? And that's what, and he's flaunting him around the town.
Let's
like,
say-
hey, I've got so much money, I've got a mentally handicapped person on a
No,
leash.
let's say Pluto.
He has a
is
collar.
his mentally handicapped. Listen, let's say Pluto is his mentally handicapped brother. Like, just for the sake of
Is
argument, right?
Pluto just gimping? What the fuck is wrong with this
Goofy
universe?
never gave him permission to speak.
Holy fuck, this
He's a
changes everything.
Total sub.
What the fuck?
Crazy. All right, can we deviate from the Disney conversation? Because I just want.
Why, are you afraid you're gonna go down a dark hole where it's
I
like
just wanna
Pluto's
play-
butthole's getting
So
penetrated?
what
wanna
you're
play Kingdom
what
Hearts.
you're saying is that by supporting Kingdom Hearts, you're supporting slavery and or keeping retarded people as pets.
I'm not saying that.
I feel like you were.
Yeah.
I mean, you could feel like whatever you want to feel like. Per the chat, people's feelings don't matter sometimes.
So your feelings that you don't support that don't matter, and you actually are supporting them.
Oh, I hate all of you all the time.
That's disgusting, Sean. After that little hand gesture that you did last year, and this is
Last
ridiculous. That made it into our clip show.
I'm sure it did.
You gotta watch our clip show. It's actually a good one. That's up on YouTube, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say.
It's our.
Oh yeah,
it
I
should,
watched it. What am I
it
talking
should be
about?
our trailer on YouTube. Where if you like the first time you click on our channel, it should pop up.
Oh
Oh,
no,
that's
that's
dope.
our trailer.
Yep.
Oh,
That's funny.
We gotta make a trailer. Oh,
I'm amazed it hasn't got demonetized yet
really?
from the clip at the end. I'm amazed it hasn't got
like it
demonetized.
hasn't gotten auto snagged. Axiom Verge, we were going to talk about this before, this is a small one. Axiom Verge, and this is the problem with multi-launchers, Axiom Verge had an update on the Epic Store that injected files that are used to have it on Steam, and it was actually crashing the game in the launcher, so...
Good.
So it's more than that. The developer of the game took it over to the Epic Store and intentionally pulled all files within it, labeled Steam,
Which had game.
and what that included was there is a level with a file called Steam because it is a Steam sound effect, and by removing that Steam sound effect file, it would continually crash that level. And so it wasn't because of like he was just like, I'm just trying to make it so there's no Steam shit in the Epic Store, and he inadvertently took out one of his own sound bites, and then it would crash the game.
What an idiot.
Yeah, that does sound like stupid. Like, that's kind of a dumb move.
Yarpost.
Well, I think it's like an infringement thing. It's like you don't want to go into
No, but Control F. Steam.
yeah,
Oh, this I need.
right. That was dumb.
Control F Steam. Yep, seems good. Delete
What
all.
what I find funny is that it literally only appeared once in the Steam sound bite, like that sound file, only existed once within the whole fucking game. So there's really like one level, this one room
port.
with one room
This
that
is
had
why-
Steam sound effects.
This is why when your computer's like, do you want to name this file 1Q3A2949692222? You're like, yes.
Yeah. Don't
I
fucking...
would never be able to search this file again, but I would never delete it on accident
Right.
either.
Some local news, PA tax in violent video games is proposed. There's a bill that's saying we might have to pay 10% more for games on tax because violent video games cause school shootings, apparently. Apparently this is still the 90s and we're still fucking talking about this. All the fucking violent video games I've played and I apparently shoot up schools now.
Sounds like a lot of people got their vaccines recently.
Should it not count because I'm not in school anymore?
I don't understand why we're still fucking talking about this when there's so many worse things that have been happening in this planet, but we're gonna try and still blame fucking media and content. That since the 80s we've been trying to blame media and content for all this fucking bullshit, and it never fucking is. It never is. Let's face it, there's underlying mental health issues, and you just don't want to face the fucking facts. Or Grand Theft Auto makes people kill their fucking parents. I don't know. Fuck
You know
it.
what I always think about when this happens? Do you guys remember 10, 15 years ago, they banned M games in California?
I don't remember that.
So it was during...
Was that senator?
Schwarzenegger was the governor, and he was trying to put a ban on mature games in California, and one of his main arguments was this is around the time that GTA... One of the GTAs came out, 4 or one of the earlier ones.
Yeah.
One of those. And it's like, and it shows, there's violence against police officers, there's violence against this, violence against that, violence, blah, 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 blah. It's not good for our kids, we need to put a ban on it. And so, whatever. And that year, right around the time this was happening, it was like the first or second year that Spike TV was doing the video game awards.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson's the one hosting it. He goes up, and they're just like, so we just have a little message we wanted to give out to, Governor Schwarzenegger about trying to ban these games because of all the violence towards police officers and shit. And they just played the clip from Terminator where he's walking through the police station gunning down cops with a shotgun.
I think I remember actually watching.
And they're
this on
just
TV.
like, fucking hypocrite. And then they like moved on to the rest of the game show.
As they should.
Whenever they talk about this shit, this pops in my head. I'm like, there has never been a more appropriate response to this bullshit to them.
The Spike game show is probably the worst Games Award show I've ever witnessed. It is 100% who gave us more money to nominate their game.
100%.
Because literally, like, oh, we're literally going to have women in bikinis walk out in body paint, like, as the game. Not like,
it's
what game won this year? And it just shows Call of Duty on a screen behind him. It's like, nope, literally Call of Duty body painted onto a woman.
Yeah. It's
Spike.
Yeah.
It's pandering to neckbeards.
It was so cringy to watch.
That is the Man Network. For men like me. So yeah, that's still a fucking thing that they're trying to do. This is a small piece. New Need for Speed and a Plants vs. Zombie shooter was announced by EA. Slated for this year. I'm pretty stoked if they do Need for Speed Underground 3.
Yeah.
Kinda hoping.
I want Hot Pursuit.
I want a Ford Fiesta.
And Plants vs. Zombies makes them so much money. I don't know how, but people keep buying.
Dude, I have no idea. It might go away because of Fortnite, though. I feel like a lot of people that probably played the Plants vs. Zombies shooters probably, after the last one, since Fortnite came out in between what this is about to be, I think you're going to see a lot of people like, I don't give a fuck, because this is still a kid shooter now.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a weird one.
But we have Apex now.
We have Apex Legends. Fuck the haters.
Fuck the haters. Fuck the David haters. No, please keep doing voice acting. You're a legend.
So I want to end this podcast on a positive note. Take-Two has been firing shots at the rest of the gaming industry like a couple of times this week. The two notable ones.
What games did Take-Two make?
Borderlands, Grand Theft Auto, fucking huge games.
Yeah, shitty games. Yep.
Anyway, fuck you.
Shitty.
They said that they will not go to the free-to-play model as a publisher because they rather would deliver value for their customers than cash grabs. So, huge fucking cut in on a lot of that kind of business practice that they said, nope, we're just gonna make sure that you guys get fucking good shit, like Red Dead Redemption, which is... Do I still have your copy?
Yes.
I need to give you your copy back.
Yes.
Because I know my copy's over there now. And they also, at one point during the week, said that they will have no store or console exclusive games, because why the fuck would we do that? Take-Two might be the publisher that we need.
They just need to team up with Devolver.
I mean, they always have been.
Can you imagine if they teamed up with Devolver? That would be wild. Metal Wolf Chaos, all platforms, 20,000 hours of story.
Do you think
Arthur Morgan makes a comeback.
There's not.
Do you think that...
I would not like to see that partner up either way. I think Take-Two has their own niche, and I think that Devolver makes their own niche.
The only fuck up I think they ever really did... I mean, not the only
There's
one.
probably a ton, like 2K19.
The whole, like, there's going to be DLC for GTA 5, and then they just didn't. I think that's probably the most
That's more
recent fuck up.
Rockstar than them.
Right, but you kind of have to hold. There's an accountability there. For...
Maybe they did. Maybe they Dr. Pay. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. Why
No,
are you trying
but
to speak for them?
Are you what?
I'm just asking. Just asking all the questions that everyone wants to know.
What?
That's what I'm asking you.
I know. Weren't they also the ones that everybody hated because they're like no mods?
2K's kind of weird. Sometimes mods, other times no mods.
Not 2K. Take Two.
Take Two. Yes, my bad. My bad.
I remember for Borderlands, they fucking hated mods. They did everything they could to stop them.
Borderlands was weird.
They were
like
just really shitty.
No.
They hated
Not
mods,
Borderlands.
but they were fine
Borderlands
with save
is
importing.
2K. Borderlands is 2K.
Then that's what I'm thinking of.
Take Two is Grand Theft Auto.
I thought they were both 2K.
No.
Take Two.
Take Two is Grand Theft Auto.
Take Two didn't do
That's 2K.
Borderlands. Okay, so I fucked up and I put Borderlands in the instance.
One right behind you. You just check the box.
Yeah, it says 2K. Where's Grand Theft Auto? Xbox 360 made Grand Theft Auto. Son of a
God damn
bitch.
it.
I'm so
I mean,
fucking dumb.
At that point of the console where they pretty much did.
Yeah. I still have the money bag in that one. Where is that thing? There it is. Money bag in the snapback. Snapback still sealed. Wonder if that's worth anything. Let's sell it on eBay.
But yeah, that was the most recent thing that I think they came under huge fire for was the mods thing and then not putting out DLC.
Yeah. Well, I think that also, I think Grand Theft Auto has become a goofy mess, but that's more on Rockstar again. I think Grand Theft Auto has turned into fucking Saints Row.
Really?
Have you fucking seen the gameplay recently?
It's definitely
For
not
online?
Saints
It's
Row
not. It's like
level
Saints
of
Row, like
stupid.
1 or 2.
For online?
Not like Saints Row 4 or 5. Yes.
What
I mean, I
happened to
think
3?
that makes sense though. You can only
3
do
was fucking awful.
how many
It was
different
like the fucking dubstep gun and shit.
how many different realistic
So not like
guns
3?
and cars can you put out?
What?
I think that makes sense though. It's a matter of time before you like. All right, it's another realistic car or another realistic gun. Like they're gonna do goofy shit. And I think that makes sense.
I would rather that they kept the goofy shit in the game modes and not in the actual, like,
See, I feel
open lobby.
I feel the total opposite. I feel like as soon as you start being goofy in the story, that's when we start going into weird Saints Row territory.
I'm talking about, like, the rando missions that don't matter. The
Oh.
story missions are fine, and I think the lobbies should be fine. Okay.
Yes.
viewership just went up 200%.
Holy shit, we have 90,000 subs. What happened?
You're welcome.
No DOMs, though. Hey, see what I did there? Whoop whoop, gimp joke, Pluto's retarded.
Just end the podcast there.
Yeah.
Just fucking hit that button. Smash that like button.
We've come to the conclusion that he has a mental handicap and Goofy's just a terrible owner that keeps him in his basement, probably. In a box. Wake the gimp up.
Did you want to talk about Anthem?
Wake the Gimp Up
We
2019.
talked about Anthem very briefly.
Did we?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
briefly.
Oh, I missed it.
It's
I might have been pooping.
it's so boring that nobody gives a shit about Anthem.
Except for some
No,
people.
I think it's worse than boring. I think it's fucking terrible. Like I have
Oh,
some
yeah, you said
very.
you had a whole bunch of shit
I have
about
a
it.
very. We don't have to get into it. That's fine.
Go ahead.
Quick, list them, go.
Go. What's your grapes?
Can't res, like can't respawn. I was playing the
Yeah,
demo
because Apex is respawn. Why would you be able to respawn in Anthem?
because so in like Destiny, for
You can
instance, if
respawn.
you're down for like 30 seconds.
Respawn made Apex.
No, but you can respawn in Anthem.
No, you have to be up. I sat at the foot of a boss for 15 fucking minutes waiting to be respawned, but nobody can get to me.
Oh, yeah, okay, yes, I know what you're talking
Someone
about.
can res me, but there's no like after so long. I'm
You
just.
just read.
I just
Okay,
respawn.
okay.
I
yeah.
had to sit at the foot of a boss for 15 minutes while they were cheesing him from like across a cliff.
And you can't crawl.
Can't crawl, can't move. It was fucked. So that's one thing. Second thing, the overheat on your flight is absolute bullshit. Like, having to learn where you fly and where you can't fly is absolute dog shit. There were so many times where it's like,
We hit
fly
a-
through this hole in a cliff, but I just 2 fucking feet away and I overheated and fell down.
My problem with the flying in that was when you physically went, and it's like, oh, there's a perch across from this one area. You'd fly up and hit it, and it would just be like, no, you can't be here, and it would try and launch you down, but you'd get stuck in the cliff. That happened a couple of times on a couple different, like, key areas,
Yeah.
And it wasn't just me, it was like my team was getting that. It's like, oh, I'm up here on the cliff. I'm like, oh, let me go res you. And he's like, no, don't touch it. And I'm already on there. It's like a fucking fly trap.
Guns did not feel any different from each other. I felt like I had like a heavy pistol and and like a scout rifle, and they felt identical, which is bullshit. The enemies aren't really like.
I don't give a shit about any of the enemies or the story so far or anything in that
the enemies, like, the only thing that denotes your enemy is like a small red dot over his head. So like, I'm shooting my teammates, and then I'm like, oh no, that's the enemy. Like,
I didn't have that issue.
I couldn't tell one from the other. I felt like in a lot of ways, especially when you're swarmed by a bunch of mobs, like it was hard to differentiate my teammates from.
I gotcha.
Enemies. Unless somebody had like the one dude who had the Iron Man paint job on his fucking armor, like I could tell that dude wasn't an enemy.
Just have crazy paint jobs.
All the enemies are fucking just bullet sponge central.
True, it takes forever.
Yeah, Division.
Yeah, no, literally Division.
Mobs
that's
don't.
My biggest gripe about the Division is like, at least for the Division 1, everything was the same. All the environments were the same, and enemies weren't ever hard because like, oh, the AI is smart and challenging. You have to use like any kind of mechanics to beat things to make things like artificially harder. The only way they made things harder is they just did more damage when they shot you, and they had infinite health.
Mm-hmm.
And the strategy just became hide when they're shooting at you. Are they done shooting at you? They're shooting at someone else. Cool.
Snipe them.
Just peek up, empty clip after clip after clip into them. Oh, they're aggro on you now. Just crash down, and they would just stand in the middle of an open area, just shooting randomly, because the AI was just really shitty, and they were just bullet sponges. Like, it was like, oh, you're in a boss battle. What makes it harder is he's going from like location to location. You had to block doors off, or to like do something to make the fight take longer and be harder. Besides just they take infinite bullets because fuck it, it's an RPG.
I always
guess.
hate that. I always hate when everything is just bullet sponge.
Did you play late game, like later in its lifespan Division, or is this mostly like beginning of Division?
No, I stopped playing literally right before they started adding all like the weird survival mode stuff.
So they fixed all of that. Division is a very good game now. I played it within the past 6 months.
Bosses aren't bullet sponges?
No.
Apparently,
they actually move around and they make like strategic decisions to like duck, move here.
How
like,
many
move around.
clips do I have to put into a boss before they're dead?
I mean, it's
if
different.
it's any more than
it's
10,
also different on what kind of gun you're using. Like that's the other part of it. Like,
do I have to put an exorbitantly unreasonable amount of bullets into someone?
No, I never sat there and fought like a boss for like a half hour.
No, I don't mean like if I shoot you with like 5 clips of a gun, it doesn't matter what kind of fucking body armor you have, you're gonna die.
Unless you're an SCP.
That's not
76. 76-2, Able.
Yeah, no, I did
unloaded
not,
2 full clips of heavy artillery ammo into him.
I did not.
Unit is still alive, friend!
Yeah, I did not feel as though it was
love that
exorbitant or unreasonable.
Do you know that Abel can be asphyxiated for an hour before dying? And then being resurrected in his coffin box?
I thought he couldn't be asphyxiated.
No, he could. It just takes a really fucking long time.
I thought they had
awesome.
I thought they couldn't, and they just had to cut his head off.
Good luck.
No, they did. They've decapitated him.
60 meters in 3 seconds.
Oh, I know. He's quick.
60 meters in 3 seconds. 60 meters in 3 seconds? 1 million, 2 1 million, 3 1 million.
Did you read the event logs of him versus the hard to kill reptile?
Yeah, I read all those.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
Do you like SCPs?
Kinda.
They're fucking awesome.
Some of them are neat, and other ones I'm like...
Stupid. Some of them are really dumb.
Like,
Block of umbrellas?
Like, there's some of them
I even like the dumb ones.
These are meant to be cool, and they're just not.
Like the crossword puzzle?
Go online, go on YouTube, and look up the Vulgan. It's a dude who reads them.
We're gonna do this after the podcast.
Yeah, I'm not doing any of that. You just ruined that. You've ruined it by telling me to do that on the podcast. I'm gonna break my fucking computer.
Can we end this podcast yet?
Sure.
No, we still gotta talk about things.
All right.
Bye, guys. Catch you in the stream tomorrow.
Things.